We gotta keep that same energy. We gotta keep that same energy, man. Salute to everybody. And my brother, Real Talk Combat, salute to you, my brother. I got the link out in case anybody want to jump on and talk. But let me just talk about a few things. Anybody want to get up here and cook? Anybody want to get up here and say what they got to say? Feel free. The link has been dropped in the chat, man. And I'm just happy to be here. First off, I'd like to thank my personal Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I am nothing. The next thing I'd like to thank is everybody that jump on the panel week in and week out, day in and day out. Man, I appreciate all the love and support of everybody. A lot of people have abandoned me and stopped messing with me and unsubscribed and all of that, and that's cool. I don't want no pussies on my watch, so I'm happy you left. My only thing is to everybody that's real, that stays with the show week in, week out, I appreciate the love and support, and we have nowhere to go but up. We have big, big things coming, so I appreciate you rocking with me and staying down, man. And salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to the Edgar Moreno. It's been a long time. Salute to my brother, the one and only Mouth to Balls Real Talk Combat. Salute to you guys. I appreciate you,
bro. Don't say it ain't so, bro. You losing people over this shit.
Man, you know people are pussies, man. So I don't worry about the small things, man. That ain't nothing to a giant.
That's all it is, Wade. Like at the end of the day, if you lose anybody over shit like that, just know that person was never real from the get go, and that's good. That don't count that shit as a loss, bro. Count that shit as a plus, bro.
I mean, that's the same thing. That's the exact same speech I gave to Clavo after his baby mama fucked his neighbor. Shout out to Clavo. Shout out to my brother Clavo, man. Shout out to you, Clavo. My brother, the one and only Park Street 103, and he's here to roast all you diabolical meat riders. Salute to you, Park. What's up, Park?
Listen, I just got a quick announcement. The official anthem for the IBFP will be dropping on Friday, tomorrow at 4:30. So, Nuke, if you ain't got no plans, if you can do a little live, let the chat, preview this, the track and see what they think about it. But I think I did that joint justice, and so does Clavo.
Let's fucking go. Let's do this, man. Let's do this.
Fire.
We need this, man. We need this, man. We need this heat. And man, look, hold on, man.
For real, before the end of the night, I already got it uploaded right here. So you know what I'm saying?
Just play that bitch. Whenever you're ready, drop that bitch. And salute to my brother Adrian. Adrian said, I've been rocking with you about 5 years, Nuke. It's all love here. Salute to you, Adrian. Adrian been rocking with me harder than my mama. I'm just playing. Salute to you, Adrian. Man, salute to everybody, man. We got a few topics. First off, what's up, Edgar, man? How you feeling right now, my brother? It's been a long time since you've been on the show. I know you had a lot going on. I get all that. How's everything with you, my brother?
Everything's good, Duke. Everything's good. Life is I've been beat up through work and stuff and family matters, but it's all good. It's all good.
All right. And I just want to read this statement to you. I just want your thoughts. Canelo looks back on his 20-year journey, and he says, 20 years in, I still feel the same fire I had when I first stepped into the ring. Every victory, every challenge has made me who I am today. I'm deeply grateful to my family, fans in Mexico. You've been my strength and my inspiration since day one. Everything I achieved, I carry with the pride of my people. The fight continues, and my passion is stronger than ever. Canelo Alvarez. And like my brother Park Street says, Canelo Alvarez.
Simón que sí.
So what do you think about that, Edgar? Does that give you any insight on his future? The fact that he's willing to still keep fighting on and keep going?
No, I know. I mean, to me, as a guy that I guess has been around as a fan of boxing for a while, and probably just sports in general, it's just like at this point, I think he's just trying to, I'm going to say, sugarcoat the situation. He's just trying to, keep people enticed enough to maybe finish out that contract with Turkey for the last two fights so that he can still get people in the stands and create some kind of money. But I don't, I've come to the realization, and I think he has also, father time has caught up, and he is not the same, and he probably shouldn't take any too big a threat fights, or else he's not going to look the best It's just not. It's not gonna be a good look. No, it's being real. Listen, I don't know. I don't know who he's gonna fight, but I doubt that it's gonna be anyone. You know, I don't think that fight's gonna happen.
Why not?
I just don't think it's gonna happen. For one reason or another, that fight is not gonna articulate.
Well, because Crawford already dropped all the titles. He's talking about
Exactly.
going
That's
down to
one thing.
160.
Oh,
That's one
he dropped
thing.
the titles?
Yeah, he dropped them that
He
night.
already dropped the titles. Way like it's not even on the line no more.
Exactly.
No,
So that fight is not gonna. That fight's not gonna happen again. So,
Yeah,
like
that
I
shit's not
said, he's
happening,
gonna
bro.
take. He's just trying to keep, I guess, the fans or the fan base somewhat motivated to create enough money to merit the last two fights.
No, I don't think that way. I disagree, way. I think at the end of the day, Canelo is a real throwback fighter. Win, lose or draw, he's not gonna just quit. He's not gonna fucking go out like
I'm
Errol
not.
Spence. He's not gonna go out like Billy Joe Saunders. He'll take an embarrassing L and still come back and still win and
I'm
still
not.
get money and still fuck bitches and
Yeah.
still, you know what I'm
But
saying?
hold up. He's gonna take fights against guys that are not the biggest threat. That's what I'm trying to
That's all
tell
right.
you.
I mean, he's
Like,
fucking how long has he been doing this
I,
shit?
I get that. Okay, you see it that way, and I'm being and I'm trying to be as logical and thoughtful about the situation where, like, why do it anymore? Like, you had your run, you did good things, but it's time to
Because
just
he's a
not.
throwback fighter.
It,
Ask him
it's
why
just
do it.
it's
He's a throwback
why
fighter.
exactly. Like, but what for what reason? So, like, are you gonna
Bro,
be?
because
Are you
fuck
gonna
how you
support?
feel, bro. Because
It's
fuck how
But
you
bro,
but
he's
feel.
a
He still wants
fighter.
to fight.
It's as
If
simple
he
as
bro,
can
that.
still make money doing this
if
shit,
he takes a fight,
hold on, because you've been filibustering. He can fucking still do this shit. He can still make his money. You got guys out here
I'm
fucking
not saying no. I'm
like
not
you
saying
got
no
guys
to
like
make the
fucking Manny
money.
Pacquiao coming in fighting
I
Mario
get that.
Barrios, bro, and he's
I
in his
get.
40s. If
Okay.
Canelo's still in his mid 30s and still wants to do this shit, bro, that's his prerogative. You can't
Okay.
sit here and
Hold
be
on.
like,
Hold
"Oh,
on.
you've lost too many times. You need to
Hold
retire,
on.
bro." That's
I'm not
not a real boxing fan, bro.
listening. I'm not trying to shit on him. I'm just trying to say that
No, I'm not saying you're
it's not.
shitting on him. I'm saying if he still wants to keep doing this shit, that's his prerogative, bro. He's a grown man.
At the highest level.
He's in his
Not
mid
just keep
30s. It's
doing
not
it,
like he's in
but
his
doing it at the
40s still
highest
trying to come
level.
back and do exhibitions.
But are
He's
you
still
gonna?
gonna
Are you?
fight guys. And
Would you
it's
be
not his
okay?
place to take on all these young and up and comers if he doesn't want to, bro, because
Okay.
he did
Oh,
that shit
yo,
already.
we're kind of saying the same thing, bro. But all I'm saying is, would you, as a fan, be happy if he takes a fight against a guy the level of Mario Barrios?
Is he taking a guy
No,
on the level of Mario
no.
Barrios?
No. I'm saying if like those last two fights, if he takes a fight against a guy of that level, or a little bit less, a little bit more, would you be happy with that?
No.
I mean, if we're being real, that's all that. I mean, that's all that's really fucking there at 168. He already cleared out that division. The only guy that was left went up to 175. So, I mean, you're asking a question that is obvious. He's going to do that. So, I mean, who cares, dog? Like, if you're a fan of his, cool. Watch his fights. You know, he's still gonna be around. If you're not, don't. That's just how it works. That's how normal people work.
All right. The only
Agree to disagree with you.
the only thing I'll add to that is, look, if so, I'm gonna give you this. Bud Crawford has come out on social media and said, "I got my eyes on you, Janibek. You know, Janibek got to get through." Now the question is Bud Crawford going to rematch Canelo Alvarez at the end of next year, or is he going to fight Janibek then Canelo, or is he simply going to fight once a year, fight Janibek, and that rematch will never happen? The only issue that I have is that rematch never happens. If it never happens and Canelo didn't do everything he could to get that rematch, even immediately after the fight, he didn't sound enthusiastic about getting a rematch with Bud. I don't care if your body gave out. I don't care if you're just not the guy you was. If you don't do everything you can to try to get that rematch with Bud, I'm going to forever look at Canelo Alvarez as not the same guy. Yeah, I know he's
Yeah.
a throwback fighter. I know he took
I
on a
agree.
lot of comers, but I feel like I don't give a. He's never been a guy that's afraid to lose or nothing like that. You've already lost. What difference does it make? Go run that fade.
Yeah,
You
I
got to
agree.
go
But
get
that
it back.
statement that you said earlier sounds like that. The statement that you said that he made earlier sounds like, listen, I'm still that same nigga. So once I heal up, I'm back in it.
I mean,
That's
is it really up
exactly
to Canelo
what
if
I got
Crawford
from
is
him.
already dropping the titles and talking about 160?
It don't matter. It don't matter whether he got the belt or not. It's not
well,
about the
there's
He
never
titles. It's
can't
about
force
the fight.
Crawford to fight him.
well,
It's
there's
about the
never
fight.
been this was a one-way rematch clause for Canelo. Bud didn't have a rematch. So if Bud would have lost, he wouldn't have got a rematch. Canelo has an opportunity. So if Canelo don't want to push for the rematch and don't want to go into that, I'm gonna
He's
forever
a
look at him
pussy.
like a hoe for that.
But
He's a
hold
pussy.
on,
It's a hoe
Nuke.
move to me.
Hold on, Nuke. There is an expiration to that rematch clause. So if it lapses the timeline, then he's not going to get the fight either way.
Now, hold on. Then that's out of Canelo's hands. So since Canelo's having the surgery and he said, I want the rematch, I'm injured, Turkey, honor the rematch clause. I'm sure Turkey would do it, but if Turkey and Bud say, no, we're going to go in another direction and refuse to
That's
rematch him,
out of his hands.
that's out of his hands. I'm not going to fault him for that. But I highly doubt that's the case. Now, is Bud willing to fight now that Canelo's sidelined for a good amount of time? I don't know. I've never known Bud to be trying to fight multiple times a year.
Yep.
But now
Exactly.
Bud has the publicity.
So that means he's going to fight Janibek next year potentially. That's 2026. Then he's going to wait another year till 2027 to do the rematch.
No. It makes sense for Bud to get multiple fights in now. Even if he only
But he's
moves it
not
up to
going
2
to.
fights a year, that works. Bud now has the publicity that he didn't have before. So
I
it's
agree.
different.
I agree with
He's been
Marshall.
saving his body up for this exact moment. So now that he's being given credit, now he can bump it up to 2 fights. He can fight Jada because that's legacy shit. These are not just regular fights. That's a legacy fight. So I would think that a legacy fight, would warrant you to fight at least one more time a year.
Let me ask something. First of all, salute to everybody in the panel in the chat. If we can have multiple fights with Tyson Fury and Yusuke, why can't we have multiple fights with Crawford and Canelo? These are two
Thank
great
you.
fighters, and
Facts.
we
Facts.
gotta have a
Crawford.
rematch.
Well, Canelo's
Well,
coming off of
yo,
surgery.
Carlos,
Crawford fights once a year.
Carlos, to get to that point, to get to that point, Carlos, I'm not sure. I have to check the source, but I did see on a Spanish sports network that somehow or someone posted that Crawford is asking for $100 million on his next fight, and they were like, "Who the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
is this guy?" Like, yo, you didn't bring the money. You didn't bring the money. You didn't bring the money. You're not gonna bring the money now. Like, you know.
But technically,
I
he
hear
is
you.
the eighth
But you know
one.
who he with though? He with Arabian Nights.
Wait a minute. Hold on. He's with Turkey. He's with Turkey. Turkey gonna pay him whatever he want to pay him. He won the fight against Canelo. If Canelo wants the
And then
rematch, you need to sacrifice some of that bread for some of that blood. If Canelo really the dude he believe he is, you need to sacrifice some bread so you can get that blood. If you don't want to go get it back, I'm gonna forever look at Canelo as a hoe. Because there ain't no way that you ain't avenged none of your losses. You didn't avenge it to Floyd, you didn't avenge it to Bivol, and you're not avenging it to Bud. I'm not giving you a pass for that.
You can't hold the ball against him because Bivol turned it down.
No,
So
Bivol
we
turned
got
it
to keep
down.
the same
Hold on. I agree. Bivol turned it down, and Floyd likely would never have rematched him. That's my whole point. When you got an opportunity to do it, you gotta force that issue because now it's gonna start looking crazy. And then Canelo, and like Edgar said, hold on. Edgar saying Canelo's body's not right. He's done. If Canelo's done and his body's not right, and he gonna fight out this contract, it ain't gonna be Bud. He gonna fuck around and take a loss from somebody that ain't even on Bud level. And his legacy and the way people view him is gonna be looking like, oh man, he's a real hoe.
Nuke. Not if he takes the 2 fights against subpar guys. He's gonna win. He's gonna win, and then it'll be over. And then the other thing you're not thinking about is if it extends out 2 years, what if Bud just decides, oh, I'm retired, I'm 40 now, I don't want to fight no more.
How do you know a subpar guy can't beat Canelo? I mean, and no disrespect to Canelo, but look at this. He's coming off a fucking massive elbow surgery after all of this decline we've seen. So you come off a surgery after all this decline, this dude could be vulnerable to a young, hungry fighter that's going to, and Canelo throwing one punch around, he could easily get outworked. All you got to do is stay on your feet, call Coach Preem, circle the ring, keep that jab pumping, and outwork Canelo, and you got it. If a welterweight can move up and take your power and outshot you, you mean to tell me no super middleweight can?
That is taller and that has more reach.
Come on, come talk to me, Pre. Talk to me, Park. Somebody.
No, I mean, because look what he knocked down bigger guys. So those
He
other
didn't
guys.
knock down Bud.
Listen, bro.
There could
Let
have
my
been
man
multiple reasons for
Canelo
that.
come back. Listen, let Canelo come back. Let him heal up. His next fight has to be Bud Crawford. Now,
Yeah.
I'm just hoping Bud
Absolutely.
don't. Hold up. I just hope Bud don't pull that. Yo, I'm gonna drop my belt shit and I'm out of here. You know what I
He
mean?
might. He might.
Because he's known for that. You know,
Well,
he doesn't
according to
fight.
Edgar,
We
he
all
already
know. We
got the
all
belt.
know Bud. We all know Bud, and we know Bud ain't gonna fight no multiple fights.
I
You know
got a
what I'm
question
saying?
for you. I got a quick question
You
for
don't
you.
think we can get 2
Does it
fights out
matter?
of him, Brendan? You don't
That's
think
up
we
to
can get
Yeah.
2
him, bro.
fights
He's
out
the
of
one
him?
that's only fought once for the
I
last
only
7
want
years,
to see
bro.
Canelo fight Bud. That's it. I want to see nobody else.
Well, no,
I
I'm just
got
talking
I got a
about because
question
he's
for you.
getting surgery. We can go
Yeah.
ahead and get the Janibek fight in because that's a legacy fight. Once he heal up from surgery and he ready to go, they can already have that lined up. But in between, I would like to see Bud go for legacy. That's all I've been saying. So I got to keep
All
the
right,
same
but we know,
energy.
but
And
we know him.
hold on.
So you
And
know
Bud,
him. He's gonna go for that.
hold
But
on. Bud,
look,
Bud
what
said,
y'all aren't
hold on.
understanding, bro, is Crawford's on a 1 fight a year schedule. So
Yeah.
if y'all want him to have multiple Canelo fights, and he's talking about a Janibek fight, what we talking about him going on 39, 40?
Well, hold
Well,
on. Bud already said I got my eyes on Janibek, and so he's
he
looking
said
at
it
Janibek's
himself.
unification in December. How do you know Bud's not trying to go ahead and make that pop? Now, if he is trying to make that pop, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on it. I rewatched the Canelo Bud fight a few times. Really tried to get a good pace for the fight. And I'm telling you that Janibek Bud fight ain't gonna look nothing like the Canelo fight. You see, Bud almost got a gift against Madrimov at 54. Janibek can beat him.
Let me ask y'all something real quick.
Janibek can beat him. He's not gonna throw one punch at a time. He's not super slow. He's sitting right in the middle of his prime. You've seen Bud Crawford fight guys that can throw multiple shots and look and that got a chin and that's strong. And I'm sorry, and Janibek would cream Madrimov. So Canelo was small. He
For
was
sure.
slow. He
But
was lethargic. This is not Janibek. This is gonna be a different fight for Bud.
And guess how old Eris
you don't
Lady
think
Lara
Janibek?
is?
You don't
Guess
think
how old
Janibek?
Eris Lady Lara is? Reigning champion at 160. He's 43. So for all y'all niggas keep talking about age, as long as you take care of your body, you can extend those years. We've seen
Yeah,
it with
once a
Floyd.
year.
We've seen it with Bud.
Yeah,
We
once
see
a
it with
year.
Eris Lady Lara. He knocking niggas out at 160. We see it
So
with
you
Usyk.
think Bud is gonna fight Janibek in December this year?
No.
Hold on. Hamed says, why didn't Canelo
I
fight
think he's going to
Janibek?
fight him, but I don't know if he's going to be in December.
Janibek has been at 160. He never moved up to 68. The only reason Canelo fought Bud and Charlo is
Ahmed
because he
don't know
got,
shit
first of all,
about
Charlo
boxing,
was a late
bro.
replacement, and Bud, they begged for the fight, and Turkey gave
Bro,
him
that dude don't know
150
shit
million.
about boxing asking that dumbass question.
Let me ask y'all a quick question. Does it matter to y'all if Bud Crawford drops the belts at 168 and then he fights Janibek? Does it matter to y'all that it should be for all the belts Canelo to fight Bud or just to fight?
No. If he goes to 160, then he's fighting for the belts at 160. Now it'd
Yeah,
be
because
different
what
if
is it?
Janibek
With
came up.
Janibek, Merchazaliev, and Lara, right?
Like if they
Yeah.
make the rematch, they don't. It's no longer going to be for undisputed. The belts is going to be scattered. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, does it really matter to y'all? But like, oh, it got to be all the belts, or else no rematch.
No.
I think he just got to come back for blood. That's all. That's what I think.
That's what I'm saying. It
No,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
no, with Canelo, I don't give a fuck about them belts. He need to get in there and beat Bud's ass.
Hold
Fuck
on,
them
one
belts.
second. He
Bro,
said,
this
IBFP,
nigga's
I'm asking,
retarded,
Charlo was
bro.
at, hold on, one second. He said Charlo was at 154. That's why. First off, Charlo was undisputed. Janibek's not currently undisputed. That's one. Number two, Charlo was a late replacement. You remember, Canelo was supposed to fight the big Charlo at first. I don't know if anybody remembered that.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
big Charlo was supposed to have been at 68. So we forget they already had history and everything. He pulled out and little Charlo took over. That was never something that was supposed to happen right then and there. We already know this. So yeah, I don't even know anybody that
Back.
was demanding a
But
Bro,
the
Canelo
that
little
dude don't
Janibek
know
Charlo is
fight.
shit
more
about
conscious
boxing,
than the
bro.
big
Asking
Charlo.
stupid ass shit like that, bro.
Who was
But
demanding a
but
Canelo Janibek
little
fight?
Charlo, yeah,
Some
little
dumbass.
Charlo is more conscious than big Charlo.
Bro, that nigga's a
So they was
dumbass,
able to
bro.
sell the fight a little more.
It
I
was
got
Southpaw cousin.
I got 3 or 4 fights for Crawford to make in the future. He can make that Janibek
Let's
fight.
hear it.
he can make that Canelo rematch. And if Boots Ennis cleans out 154 and moves up to 160, that's another fight he can make. And he can possibly make a David Benavidez fight at 175.
I thought they already said no to the Boots fight. I thought they already said no to the Boots fight.
already said no.
But if he cleans out 154 and moves up at 160, that's a fight that Bud.
Agreed. It could be a good fight, but they already said no.
I mean, that's lame.
Bro, this is all predicated on fucking Crawford fighting more than once a year.
Yeah. Well, look,
And he's not, because at that point he's gonna be for those 3 fights he's gonna be over 40. He's not gonna do that. Come on now.
But he still has good health. Like he hasn't had these injuries. He hasn't had these he has kept himself.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
he's healthy as fuck.
You know, he's healthy. That's what I'm.
Oh yeah, he got no wear and tear. No wear and tear.
Okay, so you think he's gonna go from fighting once a year for the past 6 years to
fighting multiple times, right?
I think he can fight. I think he can fight up to the age of 45 if he's doing it once a year.
He can fight. He can fight Janibek. He can fight David. He can fight before.
He's gonna change who he is and start fighting more than.
And you know what? He ain't got to fight other people.
And
he ain't got to fight other people to get to the champion. All he got to do is say, "Hey, Daddy, lift up your skirt. Let me suck you off, and then you put me in there to fight whoever, the champ."
And also, I feel like if he wants that $100 million payday, I feel like he got to add that second fight for the year. At least fight 2 times a year. So if he wants to fight Janibek and then Canelo, he could get that $100 million.
Facts.
Yeah, because Bud right now is fighting for money, not legacy at this point. If he can add legacy to it, that's great. And that's also why it really don't matter about the belts. Bud really wants the bag at this point. He already got the legacy with Canelo. He's like, let me get this bag. He's trying to run up the bag, and I'm not mad at him. So run up the bag, and there's nobody to run that up with more than Canelo Alvarez.
And also, he can shut up the naysayers that said, "Oh, you only fight once a year. You only fight once a year." Then he can fight 2 times a year. Be like, "Hey, I won fighting once a year, and I won fighting multiple times a year." So he can do that, but
yeah, because you can't ask for that money, and you can't ask for that money and not make adjustments. You can't not ask for that money and not make adjustments. If he wants to ask for that money, he's going to have to
Crown 64 though, bro. Crawford's gonna wait for undisputed at 160, bro.
So he has to wait for Janibek to beat Laura and then beat Carlos Adames if Carlos Adames stays at 160, because I'm hearing rumors that he's getting heavy, that he's probably going to move at 168. So,
well, if he moves up, then that's an email belt.
Don't you think that's the same formula? Like, you know, he has always done. Like,
that's how he moves, bro. That's
literally what he fucking does, bro. Like
it's a coupon deal. Like, hey man, I beat the guy with 3 belts, and I'm getting.
Those tricks boxes are 2 for $3. I'm gonna get them.
That's why I give credit. I give credit to Canelo, but he had a crazy ass run in that 11 months span.
Well, he fought actual 168 pounders.
Man, if Canelo was to retire now, I ain't even mad at him.
You know what
I said it before.
Well, I mean, I know we all would like to see him. Listen, I know we all would like to see him, whatever. But let's be real, man. You know, nigga's 35, gonna be 36. Right, he's gonna be 36 years old. Just got out of surgery. Got enough money. He Gucci.
No, I agree with that. If Canelo's ready to hang it up, I'd much rather Canelo hang it up right now than say
I want Canelo to do what he said.
No. Either you fight Bud in the rematch, or you hang this shit up. Because I don't want to see you fight nobody else.
Me either. Listen. I would like Canelo to do what he said. Hold up. This is what Canelo said. He said, when I'm done fighting, if I'm done fighting, whenever I retire, I wanna start training boxing. You understand what I'm saying? He wants to be a coach.
So I would love to see him. I'm wondering what we expect of Canelo.
I ain't never heard Canelo say that.
To wait for Crawford?
No, you never heard him say that?
Or
hell no.
Yeah,
I've heard him say he don't want to be a coach.
I promise you, it's facts. Look it up. Canelo, facts. Yo quiero ser un coach when he gets out. He wants to coach. He wants to do like a gym thing, like his man, same man Eddie, but without the juice. You know what I mean? He wants to coach the kids.
Like Cello.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen, look it up.
Highlight Clavo.
But like,
I got you.
But Canelo said that he wants to retire 36, 37. We're at the door right now. I mean, I think we're in perfect time. Like,
and guess what's on the other side of that door? Bud.
Nah.
Rematch.
Nah.
No, like
you
I said,
ugly, Park Street.
Listen. Like if he's really, if he's really gonna,
Hey,
like,
listen,
if he's
I
really
had
gonna,
boxing box today and said I'm absolutely gorgeous.
don't you think
Nah,
as
you
boxing
come up
fans,
here every
don't you
time
think
with that forehead all in your camera, bro.
Don't you think as boxing fans that would be a disservice if we don't get that rematch with Bud, knowing that we had Sugar Ray Leonard versus Roberto Duran, multiple fights, and Yusuke versus Tyson Fury?
Well, yeah,
bro, you got
absolutely.
to understand, Crawford's fighting
What's
once
up,
a
my love?
year.
Damn.
bro.
All right, and Canelo is
For whatever reason, I don't
But
believe.
I get it. Like he
Real
fights
now.
once a year, but that doesn't give him the pass. Like okay, you beat him, but trilogies make money at the end of the day. That's how I see it. Right now, they're talking about Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather again. Like what? Like bro,
yeah.
people want to see the rematch.
Like,
Bro,
why
that's
would
because
people?
them
Why would people?
motherfuckers need money, bro, and they're
Yeah,
desperate. Like,
they weren't smart with their
ain't
money.
nobody
They
excited
weren't
about
smart with
that
their money, so
shit.
they need the money.
Hey, I still got hope that one day I can see Canelo fight Bivol again. You know what I mean? But that's just me.
I honestly think that maybe his last two fights on that deal are gonna be. It's gonna sound stupid, but I think it's gonna be the other Charlo and Shiraz.
No, I think it's gonna be Chris Eubank and Shiraz.
Chris Eubank is
Yeah,
going
okay,
down.
Eubank and
Eubank is
Shiraz,
going to
right?
knock out Ben.
Nah,
Watch.
man,
He has to get that Canelo fight.
He's going to knock out Ben. Got
Bud
Bo,
go
he
down,
got
if Bud go
Mac
down to
training him.
160, if Bud go down to 160, then we know ain't gonna be no fight when Canelo comes back. So we gonna know that.
I think
You know
Canelo
what I
comes
mean?
back to a Eubank fight in the UK. That's big money, man. And
Yeah,
at
That's
the same
exactly.
time,
trash.
I
That's
think he's at
fucking
the.
garbage.
That's fucking garbage. Thank
Well,
you.
because
Chris.
At
what
this point,
Chris got
Canelo
out of
doesn't have any
surgery, right?
belts anymore,
Canelo
so
just
I'm
got
not
out of
going to even.
surgery.
I'm not going to bash him for it. Just
No,
leave
I,
the bench.
and
There's
that's
no reason
it
to
sounds
bash
like
him,
he
man.
wants you
I
to
agree
There's
bash
with
him.
no
Brim.
reason to bash the man if he doesn't have titles anymore.
Yo,
He's
where's my
35
man
years
Brim
old,
at? Yo,
No,
where
and
Brim
my
he's
is
right
Brim
on
right.
the
at?
There's
back of
no
his
reason to
career.
bash
Hold
him.
on,
I'm
let
fucking
Brim
on the
come out.
bench.
Where
Not
you
at
at?
this point. Not if that
Hold
means
on,
that
let Brim
if
say
he
what he
fights that fight,
said.
he sets a trail exactly what he's doing for the finality of his career. It
Right.
ain't necessarily about
Oh, that is Brim.
championship fights, and I don't have an issue with that.
And
Oh,
Turkey
that
and
is
Turkey
Brim. All right.
and Turkey's trying to build
Hey, Brim,
Shiraz
you
as the
said
new
If he had titles, it'd be a
best
different
thing.
conversation. He doesn't have titles anymore.
Listen,
say that again, Brim. You said you have an issue with that?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
listen,
Absolutely not. At this
listen.
point in his career, if he decides that, hey, I'm in the back of the career, I'm not fighting for championships no more. I might fight some decent competition, but I'm gonna go for, the biggest appeal and it still be a legitimate fight. Why am I gripe about that? I mean, if
And are
when he
you
had the
talking
titles,
about
it's
from
a
the
different
perspective of
conversation.
Bud
When
or
they were
Canelo?
talking about Eubanks when he had the titles, I'm like, but sitting in things change as dynamics change and fights happen and such and so forth. At this point in time, for Canelo Alvarez, if he fights a Eubanks, that lets me know that he's going to do a few more fights. Might be one really super duper challenging fight, but the other fights are going to be based on what can generate good revenue and be a different experience. And him fighting in the UK
Chris
is a different
Eubank.
experience, and I don't have an issue with that.
Listen.
Hey, Brim's
I
eyeballs be
agree with that,
beefing. That's
Brim.
why they so far apart.
Oh man.
I just
Chris
said that
Eubank.
fucking 10 minutes ago.
Hey, Preem.
Fucking fire stick. I will fire stick that fight. Huh?
Knowing that
No.
knowing that recently boxing the higher weight classes have been carrying the sport, knowing that we have still the opportunities to make these fights, the Dave Benavidez, the Canelos, the Bivol, the Benvidez,
I still
Crawford.
think Usyk last 5 fights is better than David Benavidez for all the Benaglisi Omaha style meat riders.
Yes. Why end that? Why end that? Knowing that right now boxing can't survive with the Jake Pauls and the Tanks and all this stuff. Knowing that we want quality fights, we can still make these quality fights.
I think that it can possibly be a positive and a negative with Jake Paul. I definitely think that he has a wide variety of as far as comes to having a diverse audience.
Yes.
But also I think that boxing is a sport to be taken seriously, and I think that the comedic audience that he has may look at boxing as something that's sweet and not as serious as it should be taken. So I think that could be a negative aspect to it. But I think that Jake Paul is doing more positive than negative because of the diverse audience that he has, because it's not just.
But how can you say that?
And he got a good match, and he has a good because he has a good matchmaker that makes great fights on his card.
I think Jake Paul's gonna be probably the undisputed champion in that division.
No,
I don't know about all that, but I think what he's doing for boxing overall,
Bro,
he has a great
nigga.
a team of matchmakers, and they make good fights, and he's put on a lot for women's boxing. Now, him fighting is his career. For 1 second, I thought he was pivoting to a serious regular boxing career, but he kind of let it be known that it's going to be what it's going to be. I mean, but he still takes the sport seriously as a pugilist in preparation.
You know what's funny though?
Well,
they said that hold on
at the same time, Grim. And I do think that I think that he is a student, and I do think that he is taking it seriously. I've been watching videos from years ago, and I'm watching videos now. His form is definitely.
You don't know that. Are you in his camp? Are you watching him fight? Are you watching him score?
If it was for real, if it was for real, then he would fucking fight a top 10 fucking ranked heavyweight, but he won't do that.
But can I be fair minded and give you a breakdown of the dynamics of structure for understanding? Because the thing is, a regular fighter, a regular pugilist, when they come into the game, they're going to be fighting nondescripts as they're building their career up, right? But the conundrum, which is a positive for Jake Paul, that he comes into when he came into the boxing game, is that he had a lower level amount of skills and experience, right? And when you usually build experiences against nondescripts, but his name value is too high to just go that nondescript route. So he had to find nondescripts with name value, so to be able to cultivate some type of skill, but and actually still be fighting on the level that he's at, but at the same token, utilize your name value. So that's a very, the only way you can do that is kind of the avenue he went. Guys that might have fought in a different sport or participate in a different sport, they got name value going into fighting them, and then that's how you work your way there. Because if you look at his first 10 fights, whatever have you, it would be no different than a fighter that, that had their first 10 fights. It'd be mostly nondescript trash. His is just in a different form and fashion with a little more name value who he's facing. But overall, his resume might be a little better than a normal fighter for their first 10 fights.
Brim, but at least, okay, if you're going with that angle, okay, at least anyone that's starting in the game of boxing, at least they're sticking to people in their weight class or maybe one weight class up. They're not fucking taking a 130-pounder and sticking them in there with a fucking heavyweight.
You are absolutely correct, no doubt about it. And that's why I said with this fight, he kind of put his line in the sand that he was going to be a little bit more of an entertainment boxer. There you go. It's about the money, and it's going to be entertainment. But he did play the role, get in the ring with Usyk, talk about AJ. But at the end of the day,
inside my Louis Vuitton and show somebody got skill over here. But he good.
We want to leave boxing with the Jake Pauls and the Sufa boxing, or we want to leave
Carlos.
What?
Carlos, after Canelo, or if Canelo decides to retire now, or if he takes 2 more fights in the next year and a half or 2 years, and then he hangs it up, boxing is, like I said, it's in a fucking coma. It's gonna take a while for someone to wake it the fuck up, or someone to put it in the right direction. And then all these fucking promoters gonna be like, shit, what am I gonna sell now?
That's gonna be all the boxers coming out of Ortiz gym. They're gonna be the face of boxing. All these cats coming out of here.
You're hilarious, bro.
Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to say, like, we got an opportunity to make boxing still great with these fights. Fuck it. We got to make these fights when it's still available.
Now, wait a minute. I do got one question for the panel real quick. Just your thoughts. I see a world in a universe in which Janibek can beat Bud Crawford. Does everybody feel that Janibek has a really good chance of beating Bud Crawford?
No.
I would say a really good chance, but he definitely has a chance.
He has good style to make Bud think, and I think that he has the opportunity to take advantage in those exchanges where he forces Bud to think. But I'm not going to say he's just going to beat Bud.
How tall is Janibek? I forgot. How tall is Janibek?
I think he's like 6 foot.
He's like
6'1".
He's like 6'1", right?
Yeah.
What Janibek, I mean, it's hard for me to bet against Bud. I just think Bud will beat Janibek. But what Janibek has to do, he has to throw more punches than
Yep. He has to be very active. He has to. You don't want Crawford to think. You want him just to basically have to react. Because if you give him a chance to think, that means he gets a chance to process and be able to counteract what you're doing. So I mean, Janibek, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, he has no shot. I mean, I'd be over fanned out because Janibek is a very big 160, solid, good fighter. But there's holes in Janibek game that can be exploited. We could go in detail as if this fight does happen.
Hopefully, he doesn't struggle with Laura.
Well, and hold on. He could still struggle with Laura and still turn around and beat Bud. I don't know. I'm starting to have the Bud Janibek fight 50-50 for me. The only reason why is I think people keep forgetting that, he really lost to Madrimov. When I seen that fight, I'm like, okay.
He didn't lose to Madrimov.
He did, bro. And
Sorry,
the thing is, a lot of people want to ignore that fight because they're so happy about the Canelo fight. They want to gloss over that fight. And I get it, being a fan of Bud Crawford,
agree with you.
It's a good thing. But I'm sorry. I just think that he struggles with these type of guys. So we're going to see if Janibek can make it interesting and beat Bud, because it's definitely possible. He's not going to do what Canelo did and throw one shot at a time. Bud doesn't have a guy in front of him that's going to throw one shot at a time. So this is going to be a very good fight.
He's going to beat Bud, bro.
You say he struggles with these type of guys. What do you mean by these type of guys? Because Janibek is not the same fighter as
I never said he was the same type of fighter. I'm talking about the type of guys, that he's not seen in these type of styles. He didn't see a guy like Madrimov before. He didn't see a guy like Janibek before. But Canelo got throwing one shot at a time. That's super predictable and slow. Oh yeah.
But hold up, Luke. Madrimov did not see Madrimov's style before he fought Bud. He made a change in his game, so he had never seen his own style that he executed that fight.
What are we talking about? That's crazy.
That's true, but go back and look at Madrimov's old fights. He didn't fight like he fought against Bud. He fought a different game plan. He had a different.
He didn't fight like he fought Bud the same way he fought Virgil.
Yeah, but the thing is, he didn't fight Virgil the same way. He actually got caught in between styles. He was using a little bit of the Bud style, and then his old style. If you look at all his fights before he fought Bud, he did not fight the way he fought Bud. And he started
but
off
he was
the fight
okay to hang in there with Bud. It was a very different approach to both fights.
It was not. If you really look at it, you can see where he got trapped in between styles, because he started off the fight utilizing some of those same techniques with Bud, and then when he noticed it wasn't working anymore, he tried to go back to some of his old stuff and got caught in between styles. And Virgil was able to really give it to him on the back end of the fight. You know what I mean? He was caught in between styles. Didn't look like that to me.
And speaking of, give it to him on the back end. Clavo's
I
in
ain't
here.
trying to
What's
hear
up,
that
Clavo?
shit. I'm about to whoop my dick out on here, man, and fucking flash all you motherfuckers, bro.
My eyes are closed, so I'm Gucci. My eyes are closed.
Look at
I'm talking with my eyes
See
closed.
your fucking little shrivel up egg roll, nigga.
Shit, bro. Bro, I open you up a whole new one. I open you up a whole new one.
Oh man.
Yo, pause.
Hey, Clavo, so you agree? So you agree that Jake Paul could beat Bud Crawford?
Wait a minute. Do I agree that what?
What?
That Jake Paul could beat Bud
Random
Crawford?
ass question.
What the fuck? Wait, y'all was talking about that?
No, Supreme be left field in it sometimes. What?
Clavo sounded fucking disappointed.
I throw curveballs once in a while.
Yeah, I was actually.
That wasn't a curveball. That was a Tim Wakefield knuckleball.
Hold on. I'm gonna do a video on this next week, because I haven't done a video in a while, but I've been thinking about this topic, and this is a really interesting. Devin Haney did an interview today, and he said they say I can't block a left hook. Okay, and we saw Brian Norman in his last fight. He knocked the guy out cold with the left hook. They say I can't take a punch. From what they say, he's the kryptonite to my style. That's why this fight is so important for me, to turn the non-believers into believers and prove the doubters and naysayers wrong. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I'm starting to lean towards Devin Haney in this fight.
I like it. Devin had me cracking up laughing when he was talking about the top rank, but then Norman responded to with him saying he didn't fight nobody, and he said, "Well, you fought nobodies too, and you went 12 rounds with those nobodies. I knocked out my nobodies. So what are we saying here? At the end of the day, every fighter at one point in time had to face somebody, and they wasn't considered had faced anybody.
Bro,
so it's really just all on that individual fighter to go out and execute and do his job.
Yo, Brim, you think your little brother is gonna beat Devin Haney?
That ain't my little brother, but yes, Brian Norman Jr. has the proper mindset, proper. I think he has the right game plan, and
Bro,
it's
we
really
all
just
know
upon
that's your
him to
illegitimate
dictate the
son,
terms of this
bro.
Will it
fight. And I
be
think he will beat Devin Haney.
Bro,
Devin
that's your
Haney
Let
is
me
a
illegitimate
tough,
respond to
father,
this.
bro.
Let
solid,
me say this to
smart
Brim.
fighter.
Brim,
Let
did
me
you
say
say
this
that
to
Haney
Brim.
fought nobody too? You say Haney fought nobody?
No. Haney has said that Brian Norman was knocking out nobodies on the interview, right? So Brian Norman had an
Ah,
interview today on Coach Malachi, right? And he was
yeah,
like,
right.
So Coach Malachi told him about that because he's not paying attention to social media like that too heavy. Well, so his response was that okay, so I knocked out nobodies, right?
My
Well,
question to
Devin
y'all.
Haney fought a whole bunch of nobodies as well, and he went 12 rounds with those
He
nobodies.
ain't
I'm
fight a
knocking
bunch of
out my
nobody.
nobodies, but
well?
that's cool.
Yeah, I
But
got
at
a
the end of
question
the
for
day,
you.
Devin Haney resume is better
can
than
I
Brian
finish?
Norman Jr.
Can I
What?
finish? Can I finish?
Sí, por
And at
favor,
some
por
point, every
favor.
fighter's career, they have to fight somebody, and there's a questions about that. So
But he
you
fought a
either
lot of
have it in
somebody.
you or you don't. He says I have it in me, and I got the opportunity to show y'all why I have it in me. That's it.
I appreciate that. And look, make no mistake, I'm rooting for Brian Norman Jr.,
Oh
but I'm
yeah.
thinking I'm going to pick Devin Haney likely, or I'm leaning towards Devin Haney. I'm rooting for Brian Norman, but I'm leaning Devin Haney right now. And the only reason why is I don't know. Let's say when he take away, Devin Haney has the ability to take away Brian Norman's left hook. What is Brian Norman? What can he do then?
I got
What
a
He
can he
can
do
throw
question.
then?
straights. He has a right hand. He has
We don't
body work.
know. We don't know. We haven't
He
seen
has
that against a
power in both
live body.
hands, Nuke. He has power in both hands. He's not a one-handed fighter. He's not just a left hooker.
I
He
get
can
that,
throw
but we
straights.
don't.
He
know
can
that. Listen,
he can
you
land.
the
He
only
can
one that
land the
know that
right.
because you
He can
there when he
land to the
trained it.
body.
So
It
you
ain't
know it.
just a left hook.
We got to see that
My,
against a live body.
my question
But
Yeah.
to
the thing is,
y'all.
and that's another thing, that's disrespecting these other fighters. I mean, people are basically saying Santillan is not a live body, like he wasn't the person that was lined up to be the champion. Are people forgetting that when Bud left 147, if he didn't fight Santillan, didn't fight Norman, Santillan would have been the champion. He was
Okay,
number
my
one,
question to
regardless
y'all.
of what we think about how good he or how great he is. But if we compare Santillan to everybody that, let's say Haney fought, there's only a few fighters that Haney fought that's been better clearly than Santillan. And Norman fought that in hostile territory with 16,000 people. He's finna fight in Saudi with 6,000 people, and it ain't gonna be a whole bunch of screaming Haney fans. And resumes don't fight for you. Yes, we know that Devin Haney is more experienced. Devin Haney is a smart tactician. He is a very good fighter. But if you have it in you, and if you have it what it takes, it doesn't matter what Devin Haney's gonna do. At the end of the day, it's a matter what Brian Norman does. If he executes, if he utilizes the tools that's in his
Can I
toolbox
ask y'all a
and show the
question real
people
quick?
the things that
Can
he
I
has
just
that
say
you
one
may
thing?
not think he has, and executes his game plan, he wins the fight. If he doesn't, then Devin Haney
That was a
executes his
good
game plan
glaze
and he
job,
wins the
bro.
fight. And
Can
Devin
I ask
Haney's
y'all a
good enough to be
question?
able to do it. Respect.
Bro, can I just say one thing?
Let me say one more thing. Let me ask a question to y'all. Do you think if Devin Haney beats Brian Norman, would that be embarrassing to Brian Norman?
No,
No,
Oh, I
Nah,
wouldn't say
No.
that. No.
absolutely
nah, I
not.
wouldn't say that. I
no.
wouldn't
The
Because
At
say
this
only
that.
point in both
person
of
that
these
can
Well,
guys'
no,
careers,
embarrass
if
it's
that was
a
Brim.
great fight. And I think
No.
if that was
either
that,
If
fighter
it
then we
gets
was
know that
100%
Brian Norman
credit.
Jr.
but
if
hear me
it was
out.
the
Hear
other
me
way
out.
around, then yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
let me
No,
say.
I
Let
don't
me
think
Haney.
no fighter should be
let me say
embarrassed.
this thing. Let me say.
No fighter
Hold
should
on.
be
Hold on.
embarrassed
Hold
if
on.
it's win,
I
lose, or
say
draw
this
in this fight.
because if
I'm
I'm
Ryan
sorry.
living it.
Garcia, listen, if Ryan Garcia with, he was not professional at this, beat Haney, and then we got
Yeah, but he did a
Brian
lot of
Norman.
he
We
did
got
a lot
Brian
of
Norman
bullshit behind that, bro.
that's in the gym, has become a world champion, and he can't beat Devin Haney. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
but see that's
doing
up to
both.
gauge. That's up to gauge your viewpoint. I'm
Wait.
sorry, but Ryan Garcia disrespected the sport of boxing and the processes behind it. So when you use that,
But
you
all he had
undermine
was
the
the
actual
hook.
respect of the sport. When you look at the
he
landscape of the
psychologically
entire
beat Devin
situation,
Haney
to me that's
before he
nonsense.
got in that ring.
Yep.
And
All I'm gonna
All right?
say is
go
this.
ahead.
Can I just say this? Look, Brim. Like, I'm not gonna go back and forth about the whole fucking situation and whatnot. I think it's gonna be hopefully a close fight. I would rather Brian Norman win because I think that would do a better service to the future of boxing than if Haney fucking wins in a boring clinch like hugfest. So I'm pulling for Norman, but
Bro,
it is a
Haney
tight
is
fight.
like
Can I ask
he
y'all
like
guys a
boxing
question?
AIDS, bro.
What makes you
Hold on,
think that Devin Haney will have an easy time clinching when he's moving up
hold
to
on.
fight
What?
a natural welterweight who is preparing to be able to break his clinches at all
Because
times?
Haney's a big guy anyways. He's a weight bully.
But is he stronger than Norman or yes or no?
He might be. We
Probably
don't know
not.
that yet.
Based on what you've seen so far, can you come up to the conclusion and feel like he's stronger than
in power? No, but he might be able to hold him, bro. You don't know that yet.
The reason why I know that because the thing is, Brian Norman don't even lift weights. He is naturally strong as fuck.
Okay, bro.
No. Listen, I'm just telling you, this is fact. No, this is fact. And you're dealing with a natural welterweight. If Devin Haney was already a natural welterweight, this would not be the conversation. But he is, the truth be told, he is moving into welterweight, has never fought at welterweight, and he's had certain advantages that are not necessarily on the plate in this fight. These are facts, but there are facts that go in Devin Haney's favor in this fight as well. That's why this fight is so intriguing.
All right, now, hold on. I got a question. And this one, this was for Steel Mills. This was Steel Mills, man.
I try to tell y'all factual stuff and y'all make fun of it. That's why I shouldn't tell y'all a motherfucking thing. I'll be honest with you. I'm just saying. I'm telling you something that's an actual factual statement. Instead of y'all taking it in, y'all make fun of it. And that's why I shouldn't share shit with y'all.
Bro, relax, bro. We good.
No, fuck you. I'm not relaxing. Because if we're going to talk boxing and I'm giving you something that's real that I actually know is a fact, if you're going to make fun of it, I won't share it with your motherfucking ass. I'm just saying.
Calm down, Brim. Calm down.
It ain't about crashing out. It's about just keeping it a bean. I'm just telling you. If you want to be on the funny fuck shit, then I'm going to tell you that you being on funny fuck shit because I'm telling you something that I know. One or the other.
What's up, Steel Mills?
Damn, yo, we won't talk about, Brian Norman Jr. again.
Man.
No, it ain't even about that. It ain't you. It ain't you. I know what he's doing.
I apologize, Brim.
No, you don't have to. Because you are who you are.
Brim, I apologize. All right, let me get to my brother Mills real quick. Mills, I got two questions off rip for you. First question is, I've been giving Janibek, rewatching the Bud Canelo fight, I've been giving Janibek, I think, a really good chance to beat Bud. Do you think Janibek has a legitimate good chance to beat Bud Crawford if they face off? And the second thing is, since Brian Norman has never proven he has more tools in his toolbox than just a left hook, can he do anything to beat Devin Haney if Devin Haney takes that away from him? Also, is Devin Haney being underrated? Because I think he's being underrated a little bit in this fight.
I mean, yeah, considering how he looked in his last fight, he should be underrated. You got to prove. You got to show that it is that what everybody thinks you're capable of doing, man. But Ryan won that fight. Ryan won that fight unofficially with a left hook, bro. With nothing else. Brian Norman is way more nuanced than Ryan. What's the business? He's way more nuanced. Oh, y'all hear me?
Wait,
yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
Now.
Who got fucked?
Yeah, he's way more nuanced than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia was just spamming the left hook. Norman throws it off of the counter. He's way better than Ryan Garcia. So yeah, I don't. How do you take it away from him? How do you take Ryan Garcia's left hook away from him?
Lose to Haney?
My brother Knockout Boxing say, y'all know how Brim get over Brian Norman. He used to be a Boots fan until Norman Sr. gave him a free oil change.
So now you want to join in the goofy fun knockout. That's cool.
Oh man,
I didn't know I used to be a Boots fan. I didn't know any of those things. Y'all be making up shit as y'all go. Y'all have at it though.
Bram, stop letting them stress you, gang. We know what it is.
I'm not stressed at all, my brother. I am not stressed at all. I'm just not having the bullshit.
Who do y'all think?
Listen, all I gotta say is that Brian Norman Jr. is a good man. I don't want no smoke.
But one thing for sure, this is Brian Norman's first ever athletic fighter he's gonna face.
Yeah. Let's be realistic. Yeah.
No. We can't compare Jin Sasaki, Derek Cuevas, or who's the other dude?
Can you compare back end Ramirez, Jojo Diaz that's on the back end is this much smaller than Devin Haney? Yeah, the Lomachenko. But a lot of the thing is more people thought Loma won that fight than Haney, though. To keep it a beam. When the fight ended, more people thought Loma thought he won. But I'm gonna give Devin Haney respect because it was a great fight, and Devin Haney did a lot of great things in that fight.
But what the point here is that Haney's seen different styles, more styles than Brian Norman has seen.
That's cool, but resumes don't win fights, bro. You still got to go in and you got to deal with the opponent. Resumes don't win fights, bro. That's what most people are leaning on, is because the resume and experience. Resumes don't win fights, bro. When you in that ring,
it,
what's gonna be is gonna be, bro, and it don't always go the way you think it's gonna go. Like I said, Norman can lose this fight. I'm not disillusioned. Devin Haney has certain skills to be able to take advantage, but I personally think mentally going in this fight, there is a large upper hand in Brian Norman's corner, and if anything gets real for Devin Haney in this fight, there's a genuine concern that I would have for Devin Haney if I was to take away my support of the Normans. When you just look at the dynamics going into this fight, I believe Brian Norman has a mental edge. Devin Haney can take that away in the fight by executing things early in the fight, but truth be told, if you go look at the landscape of the recent history fights and the energy, the mental edge is not in Devin Haney's corner.
Brim, just tell Norman to drink a 6-pack at the weigh-in, bro. Just bring him a 6-pack and tell him to just down a 6-pack right there.
If Norman has a right hand and knows how to fight with right hand, then he's gonna be just fine. Then that's gonna set up the left. It's different between Ryan Garcia. Ryan, all he does is throw the left. You know it's a left. It's a left. Guess what? Ryan Garcia's throwing the left. Guess what? Here comes another left. You know what's next? Another left. You know what I'm saying? So we know that, but we know for a fact. I know for a fact that Brian Norman Jr. is not just gonna go in there and start throwing lefts. Like here's a left, here's a left, here's a left. He's gonna mix it up. It's gonna be some, feints, gonna be some rights, maybe get him with a straight right across and then set it up with the left, like that. So it's gonna be interesting because he's not just gonna go in there throwing lefts. But we all know, if that's the case, he could fucking get out of there right now.
But we all know that Haney's gonna out jab Brian Norman.
Look, I think
just like everybody thought Spence would out jab. Everybody said Spence would out jab Bud too. I mean, that's why I'd be like sometimes these viewpoints.
They said that, but we know that Haney got a jab. But we know that he got a jab and he uses that motherfucker.
But y'all act like Norman doesn't have a jab. Last time I checked, Quaver's got knocked down by a jab.
Man,
well,
he knocked him down with a jab.
Bro,
I'm not saying nothing, but Haney got a better jab than he does.
Bro, I feel foolish trying to put Ryan as an example, like trying to like compare him to Norman.
You're gonna have to.
They know
You're gonna have to,
they know
Ryan's a great
comparison, bro.
fighter.
Norman is more skilled than Ryan, bro. I can see that.
And dedicated to his craft.
Hold on. I got another question for the panel. I want to start with Mills right here. Mills, are you still there, my brother?
I'm still here.
Yeah, Anthony Yard's trainer, Tunde Ajayi, says that David Benavidez is overlooking the fight of his life. He said he keep overlooking us. They talking about Dimitri Bivol. They're talking about Beterbiev. And I'm like, you having a laugh? We're coming here to fight, and David Benavidez is going to be in the fight of his life. Is Tunde smoking crack? What is he talking about? He thinks Anthony Yard is going to give David Benavidez the fight of his life, and is David really overlooking this guy?
He's definitely overlooking him, man.
He's not overlooking
definitely
him.
Overlooking
Hold on. Let me hear what Mills said. I'm going to come back to you. Go ahead.
There's no way you can't say that he's not overlooking him when he already talking about Bivol and Beterbiev and then Jairo Patayo or Zordo. That's definitely overlooking him, man.
Okay. The monster was talking about the other fighter before
that's
he
not
even
okay.
fought the fucking Kazakhstan power. You know what I mean? So
fuck that. Because what? Because what did Canelo do whenever Turkey wanted to make that Crawford fight, but he had a fight lined up? What did he tell Turkey? Go fuck yourself. I got a fight lined up. I'm not worried about nothing else. David over here running his
so everybody got to do the same thing.
Sticking up for him. Fuck y'all.
He told him you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait.
Everybody got to do the same thing. Like last time I checked, I bet you a lot of times he mentioned is they asked him questions and he answered the question. And last time I checked, it's 24 hours in the day. So is it the whole time he's sitting here talking about these other fighters, or is he talking about them in the interview?
Then he goes back to work. Not make you sound like
then he goes back in the gym and gets to work and prepares for his fight. Like,
man,
what
listen,
are we doing?
man, you do not get to look. I think it's fool's gold for you to sit here and plan for other fights when you got a live dog in front of you. Even Virgil Ortiz, when they was asking him about other fighters, he was like, I'm not talking about no other fighter except Erickson Lubin. This is recently. So yeah, he definitely is overlooking Anthony Yard.
Now, Mills, let me piggyback off of that real quick. Is Anthony Yard able, because he lacks a lot of skills, gasses out in the fight. I mean, he's just like David Benavidez blocks punches with his face. Anthony Yard does the same thing. I mean, is this really going to be the fight of his life, or he's going to be there to get hit all day by David? Like, David can beat him up like the whole fight. Like, I'm not seeing what's so special about Anthony Yard that he's bringing into the fight to make this the fight of his life, besides a little pop.
It's nothing special between the here. It's nothing special between the two of them, man. Like these ain't special fighters. I don't give a
I
fuck.
see what you're
Nobody's
saying.
talking about.
I don't
These
know,
are
man.
not special fighters. None of them.
I think David Benavidez is a special fighter compared to him.
What?
Well, you need to
Man, you
stop
don't say
thinking.
that.
Jury's
You
still
need
out
to.
on that.
So
Jury's
I
still
mean,
out on
hold
that.
on.
But I'll tell you this much: David
Wait.
Benavidez is a more consistent and better fighter than Anthony Yard, though.
I think Benavidez is a little
Possibly.
bit much better than Yard. Come
Well,
on now.
okay, good.
Wait a minute, Mills.
Possibly.
Mills, hold on, Mills. Let's be fair. David and Yard can't be on the same level.
Hell no.
We don't know that. We don't know that. Yeah,
Well,
what
who's
has
got?
David shown?
They,
Hold
they,
on.
David
Oh, hold on. Let Mills. Hold on.
Yeah, let Mills
Mills
go. Let
finish
Mills
this real
go.
quick. Then y'all can chime in. Go ahead, Mills. Finish this part.
when has David? And this is a question. When has David ever show you that he was special?
Never.
Exactly.
That was good.
I gotta give you that solidest laugh.
No, look, because hold on,
No,
Mills,
no,
look,
no.
That's a
But
fair
can I?
hold on,
statement.
wait,
That's a
wait,
fair
wait. Let me just
statement.
say this right quick. Look, the reason why I can't fault Yard for not being a champion is, bro, you've been in a division with fucking killers, with two guys that went undisputed, and you got in the ring and you took your L, but it took a lot for them to nail you to that to that canvas. So I
Exactly.
don't fault him and say that he's a lesser fighter because he hasn't become a champion. Who the fuck is Benavidez becoming a champion against?
I agree.
Let's be fucking
Durrell.
real.
Bro, he got email. He got email
Anthony
belts.
Durrell.
You got to give him that props because
just
Anthony
shipped him a
Yard has
belt.
faced tougher competition than David Benavidez for sure.
Benavidez got
Way
Amazon
tougher.
Prime belts.
And the thing about this, yeah, Anthony Yard gasses out, but he's a stronger puncher than fucking Morell, bro. We can't forget that.
He
And
is.
David, he can't take a punch really. Well, we'll see. We'll see if he can, but I doubt he
I
can
won't say
take
that
a
he can't
punch with
take one.
someone like that.
Got-
Yeah, you're
Can't
saying
say
you can't
It's
take
a
one.
guy
What
who
evidence do we
really
have of
he
that?
won't say that.
What
Look,
evidence do we have of that?
look, I would say that it's safe to say that Anthony Yard is a better fight than Morell or Vostik at 175. Yay or nay?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yay.
you can say that.
Yay.
Yeah.
You definitely yay.
Yeah.
There we go.
To be told,
Hell
it might be about the same as Vosnik, depending on what happens. Because I got a feeling it's on that same scale. I got when we look at the results of the fight, it's gonna fall in that same line. I'm telling you, that's what I think is gonna happen. Because I don't think y'all
think
giving
so.
Yard more credit than I
I
give
mean,
him.
look
I don't
about
think you're
Yard,
giving him
bro.
enough
We've
credit.
seen him get punched hard with
You're not
fighters.
giving him enough credit because hold on, let me say because I got to peace out in a minute.
You might be
I don't
right,
think you're
Mills.
giving him enough. I don't think you're giving him enough credit predicated on how he looked against Sergey Kovalev and Beterbiev. But these are better fighters than David Benavidez. They're better
Yeah,
fighters and they're
and
proven.
Kovalev's were
The
a little
skill
bit
set is
older since those days.
but still, he was a champion, man. His skill set is a lot more higher than David Benavidez. His power
Whose
definitely
skill set
carries
more
that
higher than
division.
Benavidez?
Sergey Kovalev. I need you to get on. Way more methodical of a fighter than a David Benavidez, and he
Kovalev
legitimately
took a
has a
light.
body on his gun.
Kovalev killed a man in the ring, bro. Come on now.
Exactly, he has a legitimate body on his resume. So and it took him still 11 rounds to get Anthony Yard up out of there, man. I think you're not giving Anthony Yard enough credit. Like I said, I got David Benavidez winning the fight, but I don't like this notion that this dude is head and shoulders above the rest of the competition. That's not named a champion. That's my biggest beef with
No,
everybody when they keep
I
talking
agree
about
too.
this dude.
No,
Let him
I
prove
agree
it.
with that, bro, because you got to start respecting this competition, bro. Because
Exactly.
for one, I wanted him to take the Smith fight, but I said it long before that. I said Yard probably would have been a harder matchup because Smith caves to pressure. You would have beat fucking Smith for sure. Yard is actually the tougher fight, and I applaud him for
I don't
taking this
even know,
shit.
bro. Smith got more
I don't
power
know
than
I
about
don't
the
know
David.
about
proxy
that, but I
wins,
get
bro.
what you're saying.
I don't know
That's all
about
I
those
said,
proxy
bro.
wins, dog.
Smith got more power than David.
Would y'all be
Bro, he
surprised?
fucking folded to Canelo's little ass, bro. Come on now. I think Benavidez would have overpowered.
No,
I
bro.
mean,
I
No,
don't know, man. I don't know
Canelo's
about these
approach is a lot
proxies,
more.
bro.
Yeah, but he's doing it at a smaller weight class.
bro.
Come on.
I mean, not
You're
Beterbiev,
doing
bro.
proxy wins
Beterbiev
right
had to
now. I
stop
can't
him. Ain't
subscribe.
no one stop him but Beterbiev. Ain't David can't. David ain't stopping no one with them cookie
Would y'all
hands,
be
bro.
surprised? Would y'all be surprised if Yard and David Benavidez both touched the canvas in that fight?
Nope.
I mean,
That's
No,
part of
I
my
wouldn't be
that's a
prediction.
good
surprised at all.
possibility.
David.
I wouldn't be
Come on,
surprised at
bro.
all. At
Hey,
all.
No, look,
I
I'm
predicted
thinking
that
about
actually.
betting that shit.
Bro,
I
I
think
the best
predicted
Yard
three
dropping
Yard
things,
get an
David.
the
early,
best,
I can see
barely
David
the
knockdown
dropping
lead,
best
David.
three
but
things that can
Benavidez
happen
recovers
to
and stops.
boxing, the best three things that can happen to boxing in the immediate future is for Haney to lose, Benvidez to lose, and Tank to lose.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Got brains
Benavidez
out.
being a little bit pressure. I think I want to hold him to his word. I throw a lot of shade at David Benavidez, but I do want to hold him to his word that he is going to go on, seek out fights with Beterbiev and Bivol, whoever wins between them two. I want to hold him to that, and I will personally rather see him in there with them than an Anthony Yard. At least if it's Better Biev, because we've already seen Better Biev and Yard get in there and mix it up. I don't know, man. But I like to go back to real talk point. I'm not so sure that David Benavidez beat
I just
Callum
want to
Smith.
see Alicia bump on her fat ass.
I got
For
Benavidez
real.
over Smith, bro.
Hey, look, I mean, look,
I'm not mad at that because it makes it.
I got him winning by UD, but at the same time, I can see Yard dropping David or rocking him, something like that. I don't see David.
Hold on. Wait a minute. My brother Weedy Gonzalez says the panel is racist. First off, the panel is not racist.
Racist.
He's saying the panel is racist because we're saying that David Benavidez and Anthony Yard's on the same level, and that has nothing to do with race, my brother.
I'm confused.
I am too.
You're a dumb fuck. Keep those comments to yourself. Dumbass.
And hold on, now you're trying to walk it back. I'm joking.
Who ordered that Benvidez Omaha style?
That's it. My only thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think David, by the national media, David is put on the same level as Babal and Better BF. But anybody that knows boxing knows that he's a tier below them. Now the question is he a tier below them, or is he a couple of tiers below where Anthony Yard is? Is he a tier above Anthony Yard? We gonna find out. He should demolish Anthony Yard personally. If he's really the fighter that they say he is, he should run through Anthony Yard like these dudes be running through Clavo's bitch. I mean, just running through. This should be easy work for David. If David struggles and goes life and death with Yard, win, lose, or draw, it's going to really change the opinion of how you see David Benavidez. This should be an easy fight on paper for David, based on what people say about it.
That's what people need to quit saying that stuff about him. Man.
I don't say that. I don't say it's an easy fight on paper. I just say that it's a fight that will have early challenges, and you get past those early challenges, you stand a very good shot of dominating the fight on the back end. But I see it as an easy fight. No, I just see it for what I think the skill sets are.
No, I'm sorry. This should be an easy fight for David if he's the guy they say he is. If he's not the guy they say he is, he should have challenges.
But we know he's not the guy that we.
Hold on, I think that's unfair, Nuke. Can I say something? That's unfair, Nuke. That's unfair because it wasn't considered. It wasn't easy for Beterbiev.
David is young.
Beterbiev is not David Benavidez,
and David is young.
That's a little bit. I see a goalpost moving just a little bit.
No. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I'm simply saying that if David is the fighter that they say he is, he's a monster. He's a killer. He got all these advantages. He can beat all these guys. This should be an easy fight. A guy who's been stopped multiple times, who has all this mileage. Why should this be a hard fight for David and who's very easy to hit?
I say why they
talking about?
Bro, y'all said David three times and Mirage appeared.
Can y'all say? Can we say why they're saying all this stuff about David Benavidez? The only reason why they're saying it about David Benavidez, because Canelo simply didn't want to fight him. So that automatically translates to David Benavidez being greater than what it is.
You know what it is?
That's literally the only reason why they're saying all this.
So this is what happened. Mike Tyson was fucking sitting down, eating shrooms, watching Sesame Street. He saw the Cookie Monster. He mixed it up with David. He's like, oh my God, this guy's a monster. Look, see, when someone says something like that, I need to see it. And I haven't seen it from that guy. That's why I call him the Cookie Monster, because
that's based on Canelo not fighting him. Canelo, I mean, shit, you can say what you want. I don't get mad when people say that he ducked David. I don't trip on that because it's clear. It's some clarity to it, definitely, man. But he's getting a lot of this clout, based off of Canelo not fighting him, man. They've never seen. Like, even when I was on the panel last time with Kiwi and he was talking about this back foot game that David Benavidez was putting on the David Morell, and I'm like, where did you see that at? Because he was pinned against the back foot. He posted back foot, bro. Like, they keep putting extra credit on him that he's yet to prove.
Yo, he said this nigga defense was immaculate. Coach Mills, he said footwork was immaculate. He said he was hard.
Can I
Bro, that's the frustrating thing about hold on. That's the frustrating thing about talking to Kiwi, because he's a Benavidez dick rider, but he really doesn't want to be seen like it.
Yo,
Mills. I don't want to call him that. That's the homie. That's the homie right there.
No person Omaha style was Kiwi.
Yo, but wait a minute. Like what if Yard comes into the fight and after the second or third round, he we notice that he's a shell of himself, and David obviously notices that or realizes that, and then takes him the distance, doesn't stop him, but all these fanboys are still gonna meat right his ass, even though Yard may prove to be a shell of himself.
No, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Based on
Mirage,
what, though?
hold on.
That's fair to say now.
One second. Mirage has already went on the record and saying if David struggles in this fight, he's going to come on here and bend the knee.
Which way?
I don't know.
That's a good question. Look, man. Look. All I know is that Yard has hired Ruben Tavares as a strength and conditioning coach. Do y'all think that's going to make a difference?
Who is he? Who is he trained as far as
I think he's actually trained. Oh, he actually trained David Hay and George. I think George Groves too.
Okay. He's taking his fights, and I think because of that, he's going to be on high alert, and he's feeling disrespected that this dude keeps looking over him. Y'all can prepare for a game, Anthony Yard, bro. It's not this man. Listen,
third time is the charm,
real game, Anthony Yard.
Third time
that's
could
what
be
I'm
a charm,
saying.
And look, the only thing I'm gonna say is if David goes in here and washes this dude, we're gonna have a whole nother conversation after the fight.
You damn right.
I mean, what do you mean wash? Like, what is that? Like something like he did with Morell?
Like stops him in 6 or 7 rounds.
Like the way he did Andre, bro.
This is going 12, bro. He ain't stopping. This isn't
the way he did Andre. Like he hold on, round one. He's like the way he did Andre. Like he's gonna beat him. Like real talk beats Clavo's pussy hard.
This dude.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me pay these bills real quick. Antonio Garcia says, hey, Bram, I'm really sorry if I made you cry during the stream. That was never my intention. I'd love to make it up to you and Brian Norman with some ice cream sometime. I don't think Brim's in the mood for this.
Brim. Don't respond, Brim.
Don't take the bait, Brim. Don't take the bait.
Why would I? It's a waste of oxygen. I got better things to talk about.
My brother JMA137 says Crawford is one of those fighters that place themselves on the correct situation and doesn't really put himself in danger against other fighters. Is this true about Mills?
I said that. Right time, right place, right time. I told y'all that already.
No.
Edgar, you say you believe it?
I could believe it, yeah.
Why is that?
Right place at the right time. Yes, I believe that 100%.
I'm not taking away the
baby mama syndrome.
I'm not taking I'm not taking the glory that Crawford has won, but there's still a checklist that he hasn't like marked,
Bitter baby mama syndrome.
Of years and other stuff like that. But everybody got their own path.
Wow. Y'all gotta stop.
It's just boxing. Boxing is so vast that you can have a different career. You can never
Omaha.
Exactly.
All right. Let me get the next one. Traffic says Bomac said the other day that they are not coming back around on the Boots fight because Boots had 2 chances to accept. Also said he earned the right to pick and choose. So I don't know, Nuke. I mean, I'm not looking for a Boots fight for Bud. I'm looking for a Janibek Canelo fight, one of them other fights. He's not going below 160, so I don't know why a Boots fight would even make sense. Boots is at 54. He needed a tune-up to get going. I don't see any way for Boots to be saying I'm going to jump up to 160 unless you're offering this man crazy money. And I don't think there's a big demand for Boots and Bud right now. I mean, you see a few people talking about it, but I don't think it's being talked about like, oh, we got to get that fight right now.
No, you know what they're trying to do? I think they're trying to boost that up for slow news cycle news, man, because it just don't make no sense. Eddie Hearn is clearly, laying a path if you just paying any real attention, and that path is not a bad path for Boots. I think it's a solid path for him to solidify himself even further. And there's no way in God's green earth that the amount of time and money that Eddie Hearn's investing in Jerron Boots in is that he would have him go to 68 and fight Terrence Crawford. And essentially we could potentially play out as a cash out, considering that Boots said he would, if he moves up, he's not going back down and significantly moving towards his career. I don't think that's the best move. So no.
I'm not saying, hold on one second. I just want to speak to that. I mean, look, I wouldn't get ahead of myself. I mean, I don't think it's a part of the plan. I agree with you 100%, Brim. But I mean, if they gave him crazy money and he went up and fought Bud, I think he got a good chance to beat Bud. I think that's a 50-50 fight. I know a lot of people shit on Boots and all of this. Boots got skills to pay the
Yeah, I
bills.
tell you something. You know what? You want to know why it's not a 50-50 fight, though, Nuke? And this is just a simple fact. Boots is a talented fighter, but he doesn't have all the tested metal in the ring that you get only with certain fights, and he hasn't had those yet.
I respect that. I respect that, Brent. I respect that, Brent.
Somebody said Brian Norman does.
I respect that, Brent.
Hold on. Has Boots had to fight with his hands broken? Has Boots had to? Did Boots have to recover from a knockdown to get up and fight? Did he fight with somebody else's backyard as an underdog? Like, come on, man.
I can't argue. I can't argue that. Hold on. I can't argue that.
Who the fuck said Brian Norman, bro?
Hold on. Let me finish.
Yeah, man.
Brim, I can't argue any of those points. The only thing I can say is Mandromov did without all that same shit and arguably beat Bud. I think Boots got a fucking great chance. That's just my opinion.
You said Mandromov didn't have any trouble. I thought his last fight, Mandromov had to earn the win.
Let me get to the next one. Because he already did what he needed to do against Bud and didn't get the decision. The Gooch says no reason for a Canelo Bud rematch. Same with Bivol. He lost. Get over it. Does not hurt his legacy. He's on his way out. Nothing left to prove. It's not about anything left to prove. I don't really have an interest to see Canelo Alvarez fight anybody other than Terrence Crawford at this point. I mean, if you're done and you're just looking to cash out, I don't want to see you fight Chris Eubank. That fight sucks.
I say the rematch.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna need you Benvidez meat riders to stop telling Canelo to go for greatness. If he want to fight the niggas and get that run back, let him fight the niggas and get that run back. Just because y'all favorite fighters pussies and don't want to fight the motherfucking best, stop projecting. Stop with the order and listen. I already got too many orders to fulfill. I don't need no more Benavidez Omaha styles. Y'all gotta give me 2 weeks.
You know what?
That's it. We're about to come right back to the we're about to come right back to the Benavidez talk because I got Mirage in here. But right before I just want to finish this, Antonio says, fair enough. Norman Sr. and I went out for steak the other day, and he said he's never heard of Bias Brim. Brim, you don't have to respond to that, Brim. You don't have to respond to that.
Why would I respond to made up stories in a super chat?
I'm just saying. Hold on, let me finish these.
You're reading made up stories in a super chat.
Bud potentially lost against Mandromov, my turtle friend. That's what I'm trying to tell him, JMA. Like when you see the fight, I mean, anybody saying it wasn't a loss is a Bud fanboy. Like to say that
that's a cap because the most if you're even being on the slanted, the most you could ever give Mandromov in the fight is 6 rounds. At the most, if you said a draw, okay, all right, whatever. But no, most people saw that 7.584 Bud. Most people.
Hold on. JMA says, I just heard Brim slobbering on Brim, I'm not saying this, bro.
Bro, you're getting super chats. It is what it is. It's all made up stuff. So just keep on reading, bro.
Antonio Garcia said, would Norman have a better resume than Haney if he never ducked Ennis? Body bag. That's fact.
You want to know why that's not a body bag? Because I know when the negotiation started and ended. You can't tell me anything. All these super chats are just all talking in the wind. None of you motherfuckers knew nothing until the fight was dead. I knew before it was dead. What the fuck are you talking about? Y'all just talking this to talk. The negotiation of the fights was for that fight. The first negotiation was 4 fucking days. Y'all don't have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I do. I actually do.
And the only thing I'll say to this, the only thing I'll say to you. Oh, go ahead, Clavo. You first.
Well, no, Brim, I was looking for that thing that you talked, bro. I was looking on the IBF website, like that info that you're talking about that happened with Daryl Peoples. Why the fight didn't happen, bro? Like, if you can send that information, I would like to see it, bro. I was looking for it after you said that.
Well, there was a Karen. There was
it is a duck, but if you got some other information, they'll say
the
otherwise.
Information is simple as this: go look up when Karen submitted paperwork to the IBF. Go look for the Eddie Hearn interview on August the 19th on why he was so pissed in regards to Karen submitting the paperwork. Because the rules of the IBF state that once a date is set, there's no negotiation for a rematch. For a mandatory. For a unification. And when Karen submitted that paperwork, the IBF rules state that you have 48 hours. You have to submit an extension with $20,000 payment. And Eddie Hearn had only till the August the 20th to do that, and he didn't do it. So when y'all got the news of the fight on August the 22nd, the fight was already dead.
All right. Let me just say this.
Yeah.
Antonio Garcia.
Yeah, I know you don't care about the truth. It's already plainly obvious based on how y'all respond to anything that's being told to you this factor. You don't give a fuck about if facts or not. And it's okay.
All right, hold on. Let me just answer the chat. Antonio, ducking your career high payday and an opportunity for greatness. Yes, his resume would have been better than Haney's had he done that, because Haney really lost a long, if we're being honest. And a lot of people aren't honest about these things. Brian Norman, not only does he need to beat Devin Haney, he needs to move up in weight and go chase down Boots Ennis to get his nuts back at some point. JMA says Brim knows he has bear hugged Norman. I didn't say that, Brim.
No, I just happened to actively communicate and knew that there was a discussion of a fight before y'all did it. Y'all make it way more than it is.
What's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with him turning it down ultimately? When
Thank
he didn't turn it down. That's the whole point is, Mirage, he didn't turn it down. What y'all don't understand is they sent the offer of 750K. They responded. I'm trying to give you facts. They first offer was 750K, which was half of what they offered the other two guys who didn't even talk to them, right? So they counter offer, and then in the midst of waiting for the counter offer, it takes them a little bit of time to respond to that counter offer. And and on top of that, you have a short period of time to make this fight. So if you're really serious, why would you delay responding back to a counter offer? And then when you finally get to the number that y'all been talking about, they didn't say, oh no to the fight. They said, we'll take that amount at a neutral site. But what happened was, because Eddie Hearn didn't do what he needed to do on the other side of the mandatory situation, the fight ended up dying. And Daryl Peoples already stated that it would have been a belt stripping situation. And the person that confirmed that was Rachel Donaire, because I asked her certain questions because something didn't seem right, because I knew a little bit more than y'all. I'm not saying I know everything, but I happen to know there was negotiations before y'all did. I knew when it started, bro. Y'all don't know that. I know when. So I was able to put things together just with a little bit of information and research. Nobody ducked nobody. Just Eddie Hearn's a very smart guy.
In traffic, bro. Come on.
All right, let me read
Real
the next
talk.
one.
Get over yourself.
Let me read the next one.
I love you, Brim, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you don't care about the fucking truth. I love you,
bro.
Brim.
I
don't
know
care.
the truth. You said this so many times.
Oh, fuck off.
JMA says David is crayon eating special, Clavo.
I mean, look, Brim, you have to understand everything that you can find regarding that fight not happening. Everything pretty much says they could not agree on the purse money. Norman felt that the offer around 1.7 million was too low, dog. Everything pretty much says that. So everybody saying that Norman did duck Boots, I mean, that's what they're going off of, dog. I can't be mad at that.
Right.
Okay, but again, I'm telling you, did they say no to the fight? No, they did not. They were still negotiating. They asked for a neutral site. There's documents that he asked for a neutral site.
Bro, what does this have to do with David Benavidez being a bitch?
Let me keep reading.
Benavidez ain't a bitch either.
Traffic says, LOL, damn, the hate is always real for David Benavidez in this chat, especially from Shit Talk, aka Ventura Barrios kid. Oh my God. So we already know who he's talking about. I mean, is David Benavidez getting a bunch of hate? I don't think so.
This guy probably got to get pumped from his stomach from all the glaze, bro. He probably got to get
a pee.
I'm going to go to Mirage. I only have 3 more chats. Let me just read them real quick. Mr. T, salute to Mr. T, man. Good to see you. He says, email Yeti must do better than Arthur did, especially since Arthur's age keeps being brought up and Yard has been called a bum and a Euro bum. That's a fact. This is what I've been trying to tell Milk. David has to come in here and cook this dude, and so there can be no doubt. And I'm gonna address that with Mirage right after this. Traffic says take that background one. Is that number one hater of Benavidez talking that weak ass shit from his mama basement? Get a real mic, fool.
See, this is the type of guy who eats a snippet upside down thinking of David.
That's a body bag right there, man.
What
the fuck? How can you hate on Benavidez? He hasn't accomplished anything.
Damn.
He's accomplished plenty. Hey.
Exactly.
I want Mirage to cook because this is Mirage has waited his whole life for this. And one says, I brought a brim mask with the eyes popping out. That's gonna be a good Halloween.
Oh fuck.
JMA says, as I said, other fighters have won several titles at the same time, and that don't make them special and still fight better competition. once they won, not sit on the titles. I don't know why I keep reading titles like titties. I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah, titles, not sit on the titles. I'm like, why would he sit on some titties? But yes, titles. And Mr. T. Okay, somebody out there weird. Mr. T says, I heard that Mon Clavo, another bounty increase. Ain't that a bitch?
I just like for all you Benvidez meat riders. Listen, me and David got the same amount of champions beat. Active champ, none.
Damn. Detroit Music. Hold on. Detroit Music says, Edgar, how does David Benavidez losing push boxing forward?
I think
that was Devin Haney protecting the O.
That was Devin Haney, wasn't it, Edgar?
No. I said the three best things that can happen to boxing in the immediate future would be for David to lose, for Haney to lose, and for Tank to lose, because that would be three fucking cherry picking. Hold on. That would be three cherry picking guys that accomplished next to nothing, losing that protected O.
Facts. I agree with that.
What do you say about that?
Are you going to agree with that about Haney? I think it's different when it comes to Haney because I don't agree with that.
Brim, wouldn't David Benavidez winning Brim make boxing better, showing you that David Benavidez is the next superstar?
I think David winning actually creates more appealing and compelling matches in the future. So I can't say that David losing at this point would be better for boxing in my opinion. I think him winning gives you more compelling other fights.
He's on the verge.
The reason why people would say Devin losing it would be better is for different reasons, not because he's ducking smoke and he's moving like a bitch. I do not agree with that. Devin Haney is one person is willing to fight and has demonstrated being the willingness to fight different fighters. I don't want to hear that bullshit when it comes to Devin Haney. Fuck out of here. That's disrespectful to Devin Haney.
Mirage.
Hey, IBFP. I heard you say David was not on Bivol Batubib's level. I have to humbly agree.
Oh my God.
He's not on their level. He's above their fucking level.
Oh,
that's the fucking fact. He's next level.
I knew that gay ass shit.
You're gonna insult him and say he's on their level? No. And he's gonna prove it if they
get the chance.
Get off your knees. Pussy.
I only got three more. I got three more. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
When was Benavidez
hold on, one second. El Caesar says we need that rematch of Bud versus Canelo and also Supreme. You a bitch.
Supreme.
That's a killer. Antonio Garcia says, why would Brim have insider info? He's just a dude arguing with grown men from his mom's couch.
My mom lives in Birmingham, you fuck boy. I don't live down south. That's one. And I'm not trying to claim to know all this information. I just happen to have relationships with people and happen to know a little bit more than your stupid ass. How about
Brim
that?
is a nice lady. You leave her out of this.
JMA says it feels like Zombie Brim is trying to suck Norman's brains from this. Oh my God!
Hey, guess what? Real talk. You shouldn't be saying too much. You look like an overweight Gabby Fendora. Take it easy.
Oh shit!
What is going on?
You talking to me, bitch?
Yeah, pretty much.
What the fuck did I say? That's him. I said, you know what, motherfucker? I said your mom was a nice lady, you whore.
He did. He defended your mom. He said, "Don't talk about her. She's a nice lady."
Brim, you attacked the
yeah, but I'm getting that in for other stuff though. Hold on, can you do me a favor? I know you're going down your paper. I just want to say, can you go to King? Can you go to King KO the Great at 7:10 p.m.?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you. Just so I can provide a little context, a little sensibility.
So, Brim, all I want to know, Brim, all I want to know is if Norman pulls this off, are you gonna have the Monte Cristos and the cognac going?
Nah, I'm just gonna cam up with a blank face.
But what if
you stare at y'all, look at y'all like, okay, what y'all gotta say to me? And I want to hear y'all talk to me about it.
I got a question. How would y'all feel if Devin Haney drops Brian Norman in the fight?
Bro, that would be fucking insane.
What, bro? Like Regis.
That would be like
Regis Prograis, like drop him.
Bro, Regis Prograis was like coming off of his worst performance in his career, bro. It's not.
But the thing is, Brian Norman. I think Brian Norman touched the canvas before. He touched the canvas before.
And that's the tested metal that you get too. You know, something comes with two sides of the coin.
With Boca Chica.
King
KO.
KO.
He was in there lunging and he got his ass timed.
King KO.
Wasn't that no contest?
Yeah, because they both ended up getting cuts, and Boca Chica was fouling a lot. After the knockdown, Norman started landing some clean shots, and he started fouling, and they both had cuts, so they stop the fight.
And hold on 1 second, Gabby Fundura. King KO says at a neutral site, the Normans were not the A side in the negotiations, Brim. They can't.
All right, so this is the context that matters. A side does matter, right? A side does matter, but here's the context that you're forgetting. When you have two other champions and both of those other champions don't even respond to you, one of like standing on this team didn't even present them the offer, and their first offer was 1.5 million. Burials was 1.8. Burials team, they said F you. So the only person that comes to the table to negotiate with you in the midst of you having a mandatory with a very short time window to make a fight, instead of you doing what you need to do to really make it happen, you undercut and offer a small amount of money, and you telling me that he said he don't get to dictate the terms. Context matters, dog. That's all I want to say is context matters. You don't have this ace side position when you're on a very short time frame and window, and y'all forgetting that T.O. is the one that ducked Norman before there was ever a boots discussion and fight. But you know, I guess reality doesn't matter.
And JMA, last one, he said, salute to you, Brim. The Gabby Fundura was funny as fuck.
That was good. That was good.
He's a weirdo Gabby Fundura cocksucker. Man.
Hey,
I'm not going to stop, Mr. T. I will never stop telling the truth, Mr. T. I will never stop telling the truth.
I've dropped 10 pounds. I'm losing weight, motherfucker.
You got this, man. Then you'll be regular.
Hold on. Repeat what you just said, real talk. I was going to repeat it.
No, I've been going to the gym. I dropped 10 pounds, bro.
So you took a shit? That's what I'm supposed to be.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
No, you know what's funny is I did weigh myself right after I took a shit.
Exactly. So you took a shit and then I lost weight. Like, no, shut up, bitch. All right, man. Antonio Garcia has clicked the link. Antonio, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on.
Always, my brother. And look, you guys can actually talk to Brim right now. Since Brim has some choice words for you.
Brim.
I'm gonna sit back and listen to this.
I'm gonna sit back on this. I don't want to touch this one.
You know what? I'm gonna smoke a ball. I'm gonna smoke a ball and listen.
No. At the end of the day, it's nothing but love.
Nothing but trolling.
Nah, you ain't got fuck that nigga Brim, bro. Don't know.
Nothing but trolling. That's what it is. It's nothing but trolling, bro.
Make this fun.
I actually do have a question. I have a question for Mirage, actually.
Oh, perfect. Mirage, you ready?
Oh, yeah, he gonna fucking do what fucking Dwayne did to Mirage.
What's up?
Please explain
you know what?
me.
I've been still meaning to listen to that. Dwayne whooped his ass?
Dwayne got in his ass.
I've been trying to listen while I'm at the gym, but I keep getting distracted.
Man, Dwayne is an OG. All right, go ahead, Antonio.
Yes, sir. Mirage, please explain to me, how is Benavidez better than Bivol and Beterbiev? How is he a level above them?
He's more skilled. He's more versatile.
Based off what?
Based off his whole fucking career. If you bothered to watch
what
the sport.
Opponents has he fought compared to Beterbiev and Bivol that proves that he is a level above?
Oh, I know what it is.
Haven't you seen his last 5-6 fights?
Answer the question, please.
Yeah, Durrell. He beat up Durrell, an experienced champion, when he was 22 years old.
How did
look who the average 22-year-old is fighting these days? They're fighting fucking cab drivers.
Benavidez
right
beating
there,
Durrell.
champion at 20 years old
is better than
who the fuck
Bivol
did Bivol beat? Hey, you know Bivol was a fucking email champion. I bet you didn't know that, did you? He sat on his email belt for 6 years.
No, he defended it,
dumbass.
He defended it. He didn't lose it on no belt. He didn't lose it on the scale.
blown up Canelo. That was his best win. He sat on that for years. He ducked Beterbiev for fucking years till he was 40 years old. And now suddenly he's amazing. He's suddenly amazing, but David's
Mirage,
not.
You know the title that he lost that Durrell
picked up? Garcia, you little worm.
How did he get that title?
A 21-year-old David beat up Bivol in sparring multiple times.
Sparring is not fighting.
Not once. And he ran him outside
Everybody want glory from sparring stories.
That's a 21-year-old. What do you reckon?
Mirage,
what do you reckon now a seasoned, experienced David would do?
The question. Who has David beat? What has he done that it puts him a level above?
He has dominated 5 or 6 former world champions. And he's shown he's a step above those quality opponents.
Gosdick, who was former retired.
5 or 6.
What do you mean former retired? What do you mean former retired?
Mirage, Benavidez is better than Beterbiev? He's better than levels above him?
We talking about
Yeah.
leftovers?
And if he gets to fight him, we'll prove that. Yeah.
No, wait a minute. So then answer this.
Benavidez is tough, but he comes straight forward.
No.
Fights like a
Y'all better
caveman.
not ever come here and
Then
compare
answer
me to
this. Hold on.
Mirage
Then answer
ever
this.
again.
No, answer this. Because last year David went
Dude, but
12
Benavidez
rounds.
went life and death with Anthony
He
Yard.
went.
Hold on, let him
Go and
answer,
watch that fight. He went
Dumbass.
life and death with Anthony Yard. Go watch it.
Doesn't matter, dumbass. Look, here's the thing.
David's not going to go life and death with Anthony
You have
Yard.
to answer the question.
Mirage, let him ask the question.
Benavidez went.
He has demonstrated from
Shut
a
the fuck
20-year-old.
up,
He
idiot.
became champion at
Shut
20
your
years
bitch ass
old,
up.
which is fucking rare as shit. He
Shut your
demonstrated
bitch ass up.
he was sparring, he was sparring fucking prime.
Sparring is not fighting you casual.
Oh, it doesn't mean anything.
No.
Sparring.
No.
Consistently
it doesn't.
sparring a prime.
Bro, Felipe Hergovich was beating on Daniel Dubois in sparring. How did that
prime
fight go?
G, when you're 15 years
Body
old,
bag.
that is not normal. That's
No,
fucking
Felipe Hergovich was
insane.
whooping Daniel Dubois'
Hold
ass in
on, hold
sparring.
on,
How
hold
did the
on.
fight go? Answer the
15.
question.
When you were 15, your mum was wiping your fucking ass.
Hold on,
He's
Mirage.
fucking
You can't,
fighting
Mirage,
Triple
you
G.
can't, Mirage, you can't keep
Okay,
talking about him. You can't, Mirage, you can't keep talking about him when he's 15. You sound like a fucking pedo, bro. Calm the fuck down.
You don't see it.
Bro, you're gonna catch a case. You're gonna catch a case for being a
It's hard to
pedo.
explain it.
What I'm understanding here, it seems like the advantage that David Benavidez has with Beterbiev or Bivol is that he has the fountain of youth.
What I'm tripping on, Benavidez has more skills than Arthur. When Benavidez went 12 with Bostic and fucking beat a better version of him in 2019. The fuck are we talking about?
That's triangle.
Whenever Benavidez had the opportunity to fight that same Beterbiev,
Munguia is more skilled than Canelo, right? Because he ran through John Ryder.
No, when Benavidez had the opportunity to fight that same Beterbiev,
and Canelo went the distance, right?
Don't bring up Canelo. Don't bring up Canelo. Canelo got nothing to do with this.
Mirage has
And that
still
French
yet to answer the
cab driver's
question.
got more power than Canelo because he knocked out Munguia, right?
Don't bring him up. Don't bring him up. He's got nothing to do with this. He's got nothing to do with this. There's got nothing to do with this.
Mirage, stupid ass logic. Man, put your ass on that fucking totem pole that you make on your own channel, dumb bitch.
Mirage, you haven't answered the question.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to explain to you, Antonio. It's like
You can't
teaching
explain
algebra
shit, bro.
to a
You ain't got the
donkey.
brain power to explain shit.
A donkey doesn't understand algebra.
Mirage, anyone that starts an answer with has no answer.
You need to sit back. You need to sit back and you need to watch the fight. Maybe it'll sink in.
Dwayne,
beat the shit out of Anthony Yard because you don't understand boxing. Maybe you need glasses. You're fucking blind. You can't appreciate the work he does in the ring because you're a dumbass.
Bro, you're a pedo, bro. You're a pedo following this nigga since he was 15.
Boyfriend, you got little Dwayne. You got little Dwayne, little
bro,
pencil.
you're a pedo, bro.
In the chat.
Hold on.
Mirage,
man,
Dwayne,
tell the truth, bro. You got a kangaroo in your backyard named David Benavidez, don't you, bitch?
He got a goldfish. He got a goldfish named David Benvidez.
Dwayne.
Stupid motherfucker.
Man, just go hug a
Blackbird, you want
wombat.
your fucking mouth, bitch. Man.
Is that it? Is Antonio done?
Okay,
bro, you haven't answered the question.
I answered the question. The skills he's demonstrated, he's more versatile.
What skills against
he's a
who?
much more. You don't understand how versatile, how many different levels he has to his game.
Mirage.
The ability to put punches
Mirage,
together.
David Lemieux?
Mirage.
Andrade?
Against all the opponents, all of them.
Mirage.
You think fucking Gwozdik's a fucking pushover because he's 37? Apparently, he's 37. It doesn't count. But the top two pound-for-pound fighters in the world are 37.
He's a Euro bum. He's a Euro bum. Remember your own words, Euro bum.
Mirage,
Gvozdyk is still a very quality, tough opponent, man. And
He's a Euro bum.
David is so good. He used Gvozdyk as a tune-up. Let that sink in. Let that sink into your little brain.
No.
Mirage, can you explain to me? Can you explain to me on what fights David Benavidez has had that puts him above the level of Bivol and Beterbiev? If it's Andrade,
let me explain. Your question is dumb. I'll tell you why your question is dumb.
You can't answer it.
I'll answer it. I'm telling you why your question is dumb.
Answer the fucking question, dude.
Because you want me to answer a dumb question. I want to tell him why his question is dumb. You're trying to distill everything to one fight rather than a whole career.
No. I want you to name multiple
let me help
fights.
you out, fuckhead.
Name multiple
when you're
fights,
analyzing a fighter, When you're analyzing a fighter,
Foida.
you don't look at one fight.
Look over
I
You're
said
there.
supposed to look
multiple
at
fights,
every
dumbass.
fight.
Multiple fights, dumbass.
Yeah,
Yo,
you look at their
explain
entire
to me.
career. You look at their body of work.
Hey,
You
shut up,
don't
Mirage.
analyze
Hey,
a fighter
saludos a
based on
todos.
one
Shout out
fight.
Edgar
Bro,
Moreno,
Holy
real
shit,
talk
that's
combat.
Mirage,
fucking
you're not
dumb as
listening.
fuck.
721, Clavo, round
No,
one.
what's up?
The
Yo,
fact
wait
you
a
even
minute.
asked that
Garcia
question
salute.
Mirage, did
proves
you say
you're a
that?
donkey.
Mirage, did you say that Bostick was a tune-up fight?
He said tune-up.
He
And it
used
wasn't tune-up,
Bostic,
it was
a
a
quality
tune-up.
fighter
He
like
said
Bostic is a
tune-up.
tune-up fight. That's how good David
Whoa,
is.
whoa, 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 whoa! Wait a minute! Wait a
Mirage,
minute!
did Benavidez
Wait a minute!
ever
Wait a minute!
unify
Wait a minute!
175
Wait a
before
fuck!
beating
Hold on!
Canelo?
Wait a fucking minute, bro! A few lives ago, he was a monster, bitch. How was the monster a tune-up?
Because David is that good.
You stupid.
David is that good. Oh my
There you go,
god.
body
The
bag
You're a
right
bullshit
dumb
there.
motherfucker.
Very,
is heavy.
Those are
very.
two
That's my whole
contradicting ass
point.
statements
He's
at two
so good.
different
He can use
motherfucking
somebody
times.
like Bostic as a tune-up. That's the point.
You stupid as fuck, bro. Ain't nobody gonna tell me he's a monster, but he's a fucking tune-up at the same time. That is a contradicting ass statement.
No, because you're a dum-dum.
You're a
You're a
dumbass,
dum-dum.
bro. Did you
This
fucking
nigga
graduate at
said
all?
dumb
Bro, I hope you ain't got no kids, bro. Stick your
Dumb-dum
dick in the
ever.
blender, bro. We don't need
This
nobody
It's
like
nigga
you
my
around
said
here,
fault if
bro.
you
dumb
can't
dumb.
grasp my argument.
Mirage.
It's my fault, is it?
Mirage,
Okay.
you a
Mirage,
grown
name
man.
just like
You're a grown
David.
man and you said dumb dumb?
Exactly.
That's hey, I gotta lower myself to Clavo's dumb
Jesus
dumb level. That's right.
Christ.
Bro,
Mirage,
he
is it
been
true
talking
that
about
you're
he's a little
6'5"?
bitch boy. He's
Anyway,
a little
we're
bitch
gonna
boy.
see. Like, I agree. I actually agree with IBFP. The standard is David's got to fucking show himself to be a level above Yard. He's going to be more
Yard.
impressive than Beterbiev, and guess what? It's going to happen. I want to be here bragging about it like a fucking
But
boss.
Mirage, my question to you is: you still feel confident if
Like
Yard
a
I heard
boss.
that
is able
shit. I heard that
to
shit.
knock down David Benavidez in the fight?
Well, if he knocks, what'd you say? Knocks him down?
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be
Whose
obviously,
pussy is that?
Somebody got
That's
pussy.
that'll be
Mirage's.
what that'll
Mirage, that your
be
pussy?
worrying if
That's
he
Mirage's
gets knocked
pussy,
down.
bro.
Oh my god.
But it's a fight. That
IBFP.
depends. Is it a
Mirage,
flash
your pussy
knockdown? Is it
starts
a flash
meowing
knockdown?
whenever
Is
you
it
talk
a
about David,
Hold,
dude.
hold on. Let
is
me
it a
read
heavy
these two.
knockdown?
Let me pay these two bills real quick. No My Stoman says Mirage knee pads equals David throat goat. My
Facts.
brother L. Caesar says, y'all stop hurting Mirage's feelings. His hormones are going crazy for carrying David's big curly headed baby kangaroo. Oh
IBFP.
man.
That damn,
IBFP.
bro.
And hold on, man.
This, bro. No, my
Hold
man.
on. Me and Mirage agree for the first time. David does have to show that he's a level
Man, fuck
above.
Mirage, man.
He does have to show that Anthony. He got to run through Anthony Yard and
Wait,
just show it.
wait, Luke. Why does he have to show it? Why does he have to show it if he already
IBFP.
apparently is?
Because he's not.
Right?
See,
All I see
see
is
that's a good
facts,
hold on. That's a great point.
That's a body bag, dog.
That's a body bag. Because if David was already that guy, we wouldn't have any of these doubts.
Exactly.
Anthony really got it. That's a quick
Oh,
line. That's why I
knocked
need
out.
him to show it so we can stop this. But even beating Anthony Yard doesn't prove he's on that level. He just proves that he's not trash like some people are saying. It's just he has to be better, be above all. The standard is really that for David to show.
Question: if he beats Anthony
Mirage
Yard,
closes his eyes when he wipes his ass.
if he beats Anthony Yard, would he still
Mirage?
on for better BF?
Mirage is a banana with two hands.
Hold on. I couldn't hear. Ask it again.
If he beats Anthony Yard, because this is his first time crossing the pond, would he still cross the pond for better BF and Bivol? Or
He better. If he doesn't, he's a straight bitch.
He said he would. He's on the record saying we're looking to make Beterbiev after the fight.
I believe he would because he's been talking about it. He's been
so I will see. We're going to see. We're going to start. No, he said
Who would be
it. He
the
said
A
it.
side?
Oh, and let my brother Dwayne jump in, and then Brim. Dwayne, what's up, my brother? Go ahead and cook.
Yo, first and foremost, thanks for having me on IBFP. Shout out Eric Moreno.
Have your balls dropped yet? Have your balls dropped yet, you little bitch?
Mirage, shut the fuck up. Shut the
I'm
fuck
getting
up, bro. He's got the
Shut the
sport.
fuck up and let me speak. Let a real man talk, all right?
Wow.
Pretend I'm Benavidez. Just get on your knees and shut the fuck up.
Jesus.
All right?
Right. I'm gonna tell real talk that.
Hey, like Adam Sandler said, spit on your hands and stroke my cock at a medium pace. Listen. So shout out everyone. Shout out Antonio Garcia, round one, Clavo, and Brim and Raj. Mirage, I have a question.
Saludos.
Mirage, you got a question for you, my brother.
Yeah, is it going to be dumb? Is it going to be dumb like the usual questions, or what?
Can you just shut the fuck up and answer my fucking question?
Spit it out, pencil neck.
Listen, Mr. 6'5", shut the fuck up. Come, bring your ass here to DC and I'll beat your ass. Listen.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm scared.
or just pussy. Listen, since you're since you're in the Benavidez camp, what the fuck has been happening recently? Raul Valenzuela left. Diego Pacheco left. What's going on with your daddy Benavidez?
Those guys have been putting in mediocre performances, and I don't think they're up to the standard to be worthy of being in the Benavidez camp anymore. That's what I think.
Why?
Okay, well, that was just a genuine question, Raj. I hope you're okay, man. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings last time.
He fucking went. Yeah, Pacheco went the distance and fought timidly against McCumbee, man.
But
who gives a shit what happens? Who, now, do you know what really is?
Well, David went the distance on his last few fights as well.
They're trying to put the blame on Benavidez Senior for their pathetic performances.
He's not a good coach.
And then
He's not a great coach.
Isn't he their trainer?
He's not a great coach.
It's still up to the fighter to deliver in the ring. They're just not up to standard. He probably kicked them out for all we know anyway. Now they're trying to make excuses.
How would you know?
Who cares?
How would you know?
Because he's in the camp.
They're no loss, man. They didn't show they're up to the standard. It's a very high standard if you want to be in that camp.
He's the fluffer. He's the fluffer in the camp. He's the fluffer.
What other champion that Jose Benavidez
Question.
We'll see how they perform next.
Mirage.
We'll see what happens next.
Question, Mirage. You were just talking about the standards in Benavidez's camp. Hasn't Benavidez, Junior come in overweight, David come in overweight, tested positive for cocaine. So please explain to me what standards.
Ooh.
Okay, you're talking about shit that happened fucking
doesn't matter, bitch. It's still part of the standard.
Okay, we're talking about we're talking about performances. We're talking about performances in the ring, man. Fighters fuck up, man. Every fighter's missed weight almost.
Wait,
Floyd's missed weight. Canelo's missed weight. You're trying to make it.
You're dodging the question. You're dodging the question.
No, I'm talking about in-ring performances. In-ring
Benavidez missed weight in 2020.
You're trying to pick on them. Oh, he missed weight. Oh, he had a bit of fucking.
You were just talking about standards.
Yeah,
no, Raj has no standards.
You said they weren't living up to the standards in camp. You said the standards in camp.
In the ring.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mirage.
And do you reckon Pacheco's struggling against McCumbee? Well, it was a mediocre performance from McCumbee, but who was the other guy? That ex-con that he fought?
Okay,
wasn't the Benavidez Morell a fucking mediocre performance as well?
Okay,
you're comparing knockdown.
You're comparing Morell to Steven Nelson. Are you fucking serious?
Doesn't matter. That's even worse.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
11 fights. Had Morell even fought in 12 rounds before the Benavidez fight?
Morell is a fucking.
He's a monster, right? Yeah, he got a monster dick in your ass. I get it.
You know, Steven Nelson never even fought 12 rounds.
Was Morell a monster versus Katayev, though? I don't know.
How well did Morell do in his last
Katayev
fight?
Is a beast, man. Katayev is a beast. In case you didn't notice, that guy's a beast.
Wait a minute, Mirage. I didn't get to ask you the question that I asked the panel earlier. Is David Benavidez overlooking Anthony Yard? Is he overlooking that, talking about he want to fight Beterbiev, talking about the Bivol? He's even talking about Canelo Alvarez every other interview. Is he overlooking Anthony Yard? And Tunde Ajayi, what's his last name? Tunde, or what's his fucking name?
Yeah, Tunde.
Something like that.
Yeah, Tunde says that he's going to be in the fight of his life. Do you believe he's going to be in the fight of his life? And is he overlooking Anthony Yard?
No, David, in case you haven't noticed, he's extremely professional. He can talk about the other stuff, but he's 100%
missing weight and doing
100% dedicated.
Missing weight and doing
100%.
cocaine.
I don't have a doubt. No question whether he's overlooking. No.
Wasn't David drunk ringside one time?
Just a little bit, bro.
No doubt. 100%. He knows he gave Beterbiev a tough fight. He knows he's not a joke.
Wasn't David drunk ringside one time and he's professional?
No, hold on, wait. Mirage, are you fucking with us?
No.
Are you sure, bro? Please, be honest, bro. Are you fucking with us, bro?
He is.
I feel like you're fucking with us.
I'm not gay like Love. I'm not
but why? I feel like this is the ultimate rage.
I don't swing that way.
Yes, you do. For David, yes, you do.
Fucking with us, bro.
This Mirage apparently says you do.
How long has David?
What's the confusion? Combat. What's the confusion? What are you confused about,
bro? I don't understand how you can suck this much dick, bro. I don't get it. I'm sorry. No, don't laugh because I'm not being funny. I'm being real, though. I don't get it.
So keeping it real with David equals sucking
No,
dick.
nigga, because real recognize real. I don't know what the fuck you looking like.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, everything I've been predicting about David the last 3 years has sort of been coming true.
He's coming in you.
It's sort of been coming true.
I got a question for Clavo.
Here's a
How can I be sucking dick when I've been spot on?
Here's a
I said he's going to move up to
You spit on it,
175. I said he's going to move up to 175. He's going to do the business. He's going to beat the people.
He spit on it. Motherfucker, hold on. You ain't been spot on, bitch. You said he was gonna murder Vostik. Did that happen, bitch? So apparently not.
Beat him, man.
You ain't not been spot on.
Beat him, man.
Clavo, he's spitting on it. He's spitting on it.
And what, you thought he was probably going to lose? You probably thought he was going to lose. What was your prediction? He's going to lose? What was your prediction that he was probably going to lose against Gvozdyk? Wasn't the bitch?
I went for David, dumb fuck. I'm not like you, Mel. I remember my predictions. You can't. Apparently.
And I said, 3 years ago, I said David's a pound for pound fighter.
And you
thought it was the funniest thing you've ever heard. And now
wait,
he's ahead of Canelo in the pound for pound, but I'm apparently glazing. I'm dick sucking apparently, am I?
Look, dumbass. We already know.
Give me some credit.
We already know that pound for pound list is what the fucking journalist feels.
Bitch.
That is what a journalist feels. You don't even know what pound for pound even means. David Benavidez is the fucking opposite of the meaning of pound for pound, dumbass.
Number 9, baby. Number 9.
Number 9 inches in your ass. I know. Number 9 inches in your ass.
And going up. And going up.
Hey, Clavo, hold on. Déjame, bro. Hold on.
Dale, bro. Go.
Mirage. Oi, bro.
What?
So you said a few minutes ago that David is a star in the making. Then why is your butt buddy? Why is he co-headlining for Gervonta Davis? Remember last year when he fought Gvozdyk? Why was he the co-main? Why was your boy David Benavidez the co-main?
That was last year, and what's he doing this year? Main eventing one of the biggest cards.
Why did he headline?
He was on tank undercard, bro. Calm down.
Why did he headline for?
Because he was still fucking working his way up the fucking ladder.
Okay. No,
Talk
he
about now.
Last year,
talk about 2025 now.
Wait, how's he
working? Bro, he's working his way up the ladder. He's working his way up the ladder. He's on his goddamn near 30.
Co-maining tank. Times change, man.
He's working up the ladder at almost 30 years old.
Co-maining fucking tank anymore. Prime time.
You're
fucking
headlining. Pepperoni nipples.
That's what's up.
Okay, Raj, for you calling him a superstar is crazy, bro. He's not even a twinkle in the sky, bro.
Hey, here's the fact of the day. A marsupial is a mammal with a pouch. Mirage, are you a marsupial?
You guys got to focus on 2025. David is the man.
What are David's pay-per-view numbers again?
Once he beats Yard, next step.
Bro, like, how do you talk about another man like that, bro? Like, you hear this shit.
He has a pouch. He's a marsupial.
He's a man, bro.
Hold on. Wait. I have another question.
After he demolishes Yard, he's going to go up the pound for pound list. Probably number 7.
Hold on.
Probably number 7, probably on the pound for pound.
Mirage.
No, look, Mirage.
Mirage. Too much in the camp. How's that cocaine? You like Mexican speedballs? You like zigzag? You like that 8-ball?
What's wrong with having a bit of fun? David was
having some fun. You
gotta
be shitting me.
You can't afford it because you're a broke ass. You're jealous.
Mirage, like,
that's the fact.
What happened to the standard? What happened to the standard?
Mirage,
of course not. You're fucking broke ass.
Mirage, but you
cocaine is easy to make, buddy.
Fuck you,
So
Mirage.
is that it? You've run out of fucking criticism. David had a couple of lines. Is that it?
What happened to standards? What happened to a professional?
Exactly. Dumbass.
Okay, since then, he fucked up. Since then, he's been a fucking machine.
Oh, since then.
No, since your wife cheated on you with your brother, it's okay. Yeah, he learned his lesson. When are you going to learn?
Yeah. Since your wife cheated on you with your brother or neighbor, then she's been okay. Then she's been okay. and your kid is not your kid. You know, it's the mailman's kid.
Hold on, Mirage. What's your official prediction for that Yard fight? For the Yard fight, you got a no.
100% stoppage. There's no way Yard's
going.
What
round?
You want to bet on it? You want to bet on it?
What round?
Yeah, I'll bet on it. But what? I don't think you can pay.
All right. How much you want to bet?
Hold on, wait.
Channel.
No.
Wait,
you got to get off the panel. You're not allowed on the panel.
Look, Mirage, I just want to ask you one question. If he doesn't stop him, is it an indictment on Benavidez?
Bet you $100. I bet you $100.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, that will be. That will be look. It will be a bad look. Yeah.
No, okay.
Damn, bro, that just sound like it hurt your fucking feelings, bro.
Hey, that sounded like it hurt to say.
You see how hard it was? You see how hard it was to fucking say those words to come out of his mouth, bro?
Yo, I'll bet him $100. I'll bet him $100 that it might go the distance.
I hold him and I keep it real.
Oh, this is bro, you sounded like you said that shit while your finger was in your ass.
So, Clavo, do you reckon David will stop your hard?
I hope he better. With what
you want to bet on it? You can't come on the panel for like 3 months.
Man, I wish Hamid was on the panel right now.
Do you want to bet on it?
I bet you $100. I bet you $100 right now.
Silence.
If David Benavidez is a king,
I just told you I bet you $100.
Me or Edgar? Edgar's the one that's trying to bet you, dumbass.
No, motherfuckers don't pay me, man. I want you.
No, Edgar pays. Edgar's on record of Edgar pays.
Yo, should I show him? Should I show him? Should I show him?
Edgar pays. Show him, Edgar.
You want me to show you, Mirage? I'll show you, Mirage.
Mirage, I don't care what you show. It doesn't mean you're going to pay.
No, Mirage, when I vouch for somebody, they pay.
You want me to show you, Mirage? I'll show you, Mirage. I'll show you, Mirage.
If you lose.
I'll show you, Mirage.
Hey, hold on, IBFP.
Yes, sir.
Well, I gotta cut up out of here. You know, I know I kept it short and sweet today. I was really nice to Mirage today, but I'll cook next time. I've been so busy with everything, so I just.
You had nothing, man. You had nothing. Now you fucking shot your load. And you're
I
done.
heard your
Get the
pussy
fuck out of
last
here. You got
time,
nothing.
bro. I left you crying, bro.
Pause.
Oh man, and hold on, we got this. We got Ball Out Mixtape Fire said this is such a racist ass channel because every time Terrence Crawford fights someone, y'all say he gonna lose.
What?
Fuck Steph Curry.
I had him winning against Spence. I had him winning against Porter. I had Evanesian. The fuck, Madrimov. I could swear, bro. We all chose Crawford for that fight
once against Crawford,
and that was the Canelo fight, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Mirage.
There you go, man. What the fuck is this dude talking about, bro?
It's racist because I think Bud's going to lose. Quit fucking crying. And I'm a Bud fan. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about him fighting Janibek. Yeah, like I was saying last time, Bud has nothing left to prove. We all agree, right? He has nothing left to prove, right? So if he has nothing left to prove, why would he fight the Janibeks
I gotta
of
ask
the
you a
world?
question, IBFP.
There's no reason.
Yeah. Look, hold on, Edgar. Look at that account, Mirage.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you showed some bullshit off. Yeah. All right. Congratulations.
All right,
question to you is,
what's up, Carlos?
You're saying basically Janibek and Crawford is a 50-50 fight. So
I think so.
Yeah.
So do you believe if Janibek
Congrats, man. Good catch.
Pulls it off,
You're still a dumbass.
and beats Crawford, do you think Crawford will retire with that loss?
It depends. How if it's a close decision, Crawford's going to want revenge and do the rematch.
Snackford, give it up. He was just an underdog this last fight. You can keep being mad, Snackford. You need to change your name to I'm mad because Bud wins.
Bro, that's
congratulations,
that's a
man.
burner
Awesome.
account, bro. That account was made this year.
And let me find out that's
well, the alts have barely moved this year, so I'm skeptical how much you profited from that.
You still didn't bet the $100, Mirage. For the record, you didn't take it.
Let me pay these bills real quick. JMA says, looks like this Kiwi is a crayon eating special too. Shout out to Mirage. The Gooch says Mirage is David to what Brim Job is to Norman.
Can I respond to that? Can I respond to that?
At least David's actually fucking done
I
something.
I just want to respond to that. This is the clear, stark differences, because Mirage has no objectivity in regards to David's skill set and such and so forth. I've sat here and actually said clearly there's an avenue where Devin Haney can win and where he can win, and I've clearly stated some of Norman's deficiencies in the ring. So just because I support them doesn't mean I'm capping about what their flaws and what the fight could potentially play out. Like y'all gotta stop. I know it's entertainment, but like,
Norman,
damn, can we keep it real?
Norman's claim to fame, from what I understand, is beating that Japanese guy who looked like he was auditioning.
No, actually, his initial claim to fame was about sparring.
That guy wasn't auditioning for power slap. That fucking.
Can I tell you something, Mirage? That's actually not his claim to fame. But what got his name noticed. Mirage, can I tell you what his name got noticed because he had good sparring sessions versus Tank and versus Terrence Bud Crawford. That's where his name started traveling. It had nothing to do with Jin. The Jin Sasaki fight was just a day in the office. I knew going into that fight he was going to knock him out. It was just a matter of when. He knocked him out 1 round later than I actually predicted. So I didn't go around with pom-pom saying, oh, he beat Jin Sasaki. It was just a good payday versus a guy that was ranked that I knew he was going to beat. So he just did his job. No more, no
That
less.
fight was a
Y'all
waste of
overstate
time.
that. I don't.
That fight was a waste of time.
But
I mean, you say that, but I mean,
you don't see David fighting
it's no point to respond to that when you. There's no point to respond to say that's just a waste of time when the guy got a really good payday to go to Japan and fight.
Peace. He's trying to. He's
and he's a ranked fight.
He's at the payday stage. Is he at the payday stage already?
Fuck up.
Your mum.
You say he's a bum, but Benavidez has plenty of those, and I'm not here to shade Benavidez, but you make it seem like Benavidez has an A1 resume where he's taken titles from 5 different champions or something. When that's not the case, I'm gonna say David has accomplished more than Norman in a sense, but Norman is 5 years younger than him as well. But I'm not sitting here disillusioned about what Norman has accomplished compared to what you're saying for David. You basically act like David has beat 5 world champions when he's only beat
a level fighter. Has he even gone to that level yet?
Oh well, guess what? He's fighting one now. So after this fight ends, what's going to be the goalpost that gets moved, and what's the conversation?
We'll see the result. Hey, we have to see the result.
The problem that I had with that Jin Sasaki fight versus Brian Norman is that I feel like Top Rank could have gave Brian Norman a better fight. They could have gave him Tiger Johnson or Ron Polanco.
Well, the thing is though, you can say that they could have made it, but the problem is Jin did the work to make that fight happen. He came to the fight, basically had a letter saying, I want to fight you, and he had the financial backing. It was paying Norman a substantial amount of money to make the fight happen.
I understand that. I mean, but like, I just feel like Ron Polanco would.
Yeah, Polanco's a better fight, but again, if we're being realistic. Boxing is a business as well as a sport. Even though as fans, we should only really give a fuck about the sport. But to be fair, the Polanco fight wasn't being presented to get Norman paid over $1 million like a Jin Sasaki fight, and Jin Sasaki actually put the work in and went face to face to help make that fight happen. So, I mean, that's kind of like shooting a BB in the dark. I mean, what you're saying right now.
It grows the Brian Norman name internationally. I understand he had but it was so abusive, like how he knocked him out, man, for real.
I mean, but again, I didn't have any preconceived notions in this fight that Jin Sasaki really had a chance. I mean, there was a couple people that said that lowest common denominator shit, but I didn't really take that, too much account. I just looked at it another day in the office, and people keep on forgetting T.O. had a deal on the table to fight Brian Norman to move up before there was ever a boost conversation.
And also, Brian Norman does have a win over Quinton Randall, a fighter that not a lot of people look good against.
Yeah, and then they say that he didn't look good in the fight, but he won 10 out of 12 rounds. So I mean, like, and then the fighter that he is today is a much more improved fighter than if that fighter was those years before. But again, Devin Haney's a phenomenal fighter, and he got to do better than he has to do better than he did against.
I just can't wait for him. Also, I want to say to y'all, what was your opinion on that? Bam Bam Rodriguez was talking on an interview. He was like, "Oh, they wanted to make that fight next with Junto Nakatani, but Junto Nakatani moved up to 122, so I made the fight with Martinez." What do you think about that? Hopefully, down the line we could get that Bam versus Junto. Who knows? Inoue. Maybe Inoue will move up at 126, but that'll be crazy if they can make that fight down the line.
Yeah, and before we get any further with that, I just want to finish these chats real quick. Caesar says a machine that didn't drop Plant, Morell, or Bostic. So that's the David machine. That's a very good.
That's a body bag.
That's a body bag.
Are those guys easy to drop? Are those guys easy to drop or something? Did I miss something?
Yeah. Little bitty Canelo dropped Plant, and little bitty Gatayev dropped Morell.
You know what? It ain't that they're easy to drop. Hold on 1 second. Mirage, it ain't that they're easy to drop. Is it that the way that you speak about Benavidez, he should have dropped them all the way you talk about him?
Exactly.
Okay, wait, guys, wait up. My boy wants to say something. Go ahead, Dwayne Styles.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
All right, well, IBFP, I just want to say thanks for having me on. I got to cut up out of here. So, shout out to you, IBFP, all my guys in the chat, Edgar Moreno, round 1, Carlos 721, Clavo, round 1. MW2 vibes. Who's the guy right below you, IBFP?
It's Antonio Garcia.
That's Antonio.
Garcia. Saludos.
Yes, sir.
What's the other guy?
Salute.
Brim. Salute. Mirage.
Brim.
You're a bitch, but salute. All right, I'm gonna cut up out of here, and yeah, man, y'all take care. God bless.
You too, my brother. Salute.
Hey, can I ask Edgar a question real quick?
Is that Dwayne's real photo? Is that his real photo? Is that a meme or something?
No, that's me,
real photo.
That's
Is
me,
that
bitch.
you?
Yes,
oh,
bitch.
wow.
Now I just feel sorry for you, man. I'm not going to be mean to you anymore. Seriously.
Oh man.
You show your face, but you can't feel sorry for somebody that's showing their face unlike you. But that's what I was saying.
I thought it was just joking or something.
I thought that was logic for real.
All right,
I apologize for being mean to you.
Hold on. Brim has a comment. Question for
out.
All right, brother.
Hey,
Brim
go
has
ahead.
a question
Yeah,
for
this
Edgar.
question ain't got shit to do with boxing, though. But Edgar, are we in the same type of business? You say logistics.
Yeah, so like like I guess a brief overview is I basically schedule where machines are going, where crews
What type
are
of
going.
machines?
Anything from fucking, like we mostly do excavating, masonry stuff.
Okay.
New like a new complex, like let's say a new condo complex. We come in and do basically the excavating for the foundation, the design for the layout, the blacktop stuff like that, and all that stuff.
That's dope. Yeah, it's different type of logistics. We're both in the logistics field, just a different type, and that covers a lot of different bases.
I got you.
And let me finish these chats real quick. And yeah, my brothers are both in the logistics, and that's a great thing. That's a great field to be in. and I respect that 100%.
That was funny as
you
fuck.
got to move what you got to move, fellas.
And what can Brown do for you?
That's it. That's what Clavo tell his women. All right.
Wow.
All right.
Bro, I'm about to bend your ass over one of these days, Luke, bro. I'm gonna go to Harris County, dog. I'm gonna find your motherfucker.
Oh, you're gonna make Real Talk jealous, man. All right.
I'll take them with me. Shit, we run train, baby.
Traffic says it's funny how the majority of boxers and boxing writers, when they are asked about David Benavidez, it's always positive. But you come here and it's comical. This shit is good entertainment.
What the fuck? See, he said,
That's
"Oh
true.
my God." See,
Quality and
when you
quality
guys talk
entertainment.
about it, it's like look, he's saying this good. They're talking about David good. You guys, motherfuckers, think he's great. Like he's fucking Superman or something. Like, come on, man. We already
Hey,
know this.
can I say something to Traffic though? There's a lot of majority of the boxing writers that kept on putting Tank on a pound for pound when he wasn't doing shit pound for pound. So just because the popular segment or the people that we consider as scribes and important in the sport, they don't always have it right. You know what I mean? Not to say that Benavidez can't be great and he's not a good fighter, but sometimes they overrate guys as well.
Bro, that's simple, bro. We know that the media is not like the media was back then. They don't even ask those hard questions anymore, bro. They ask those soft ass flimsy questions, trying to be good with the fighters. That's all that is. They don't ask the hard shit, bro.
That's true. That's very true.
Like
and
said,
Traffic has another
That's
one.
True. David's a good fighter, a B-level fighter. Good. He's not on that.
David is generational.
So,
David is generational.
We haven't seen that yet, Mirage. He can prove that, but we haven't seen that yet.
Traffic needs to go, bro.
We haven't seen that yet, though. That's premature. That's like saying Booch is generational. We ain't seen that shit yet.
I saw it about 4 years ago. That's when I saw it. You still need to catch
up. All right,
up.
cool. So you
delay.
basically Benavidez and Booch are both eye test champions, no doubt. I got you.
Damn. My brother Traffic says, laughing my ass off. Oh shit, Edgar. Trying to bet again. How did that work out for you last time, fool?
Bro, what does that matter? He paid the fucking bet. What do you mean? He kept his
No,
word.
he's saying he's betting you being wrong. He's trying to say that he's wrong more than he's right. I think that's what Traffic is getting at.
The hate is real, bro. Hey, all I'm gonna say is them cowgirls are fucking making me happy because they're making me all that money back.
Oh
facts. Yo, listen, round 105, that's facts because ain't nothing that Norman did so far that said he's generational because he's not yet. Can he prove that he can be? Maybe, but he hasn't did anything generational yet. Let's keep it clean.
Round 105.
I'm not a fanboy. I don't know why y'all fucking be calling me that. Like,
where's round 105?
Look, I make a lot of jokes about Brim. But he's no fanboy. He's a real good guy to have on the panel. All jokes aside, he's a person, and I value his perspective on everything. And he always speaks from what's real. And so let me keep going. Santiago says, being on top for years and barely hit 9, sad.
Damn.
My brother Goofy Combat says Mirage's butt buddy is almost 30 and still hasn't done anything in boxing. His best win is a guy that Mirage called a nobody in Morell.
Thank you.
That's a body bag, Clavo.
That's a body bag, exactly.
Hang on, hasn't done anything. So being a two-time champion, 2 division champion, youngest world champion in the division's history at 20 years old equals nothing, does it?
But he
no,
still
he
got
did
emailed
something,
that
Mirage.
belt
But
at
that second
75.
championship, do you feel like poking your chest out for that second championship yet, or you think you need to wait before you poke your chest out for that
Obviously,
second championship?
no. Obviously, he didn't get in the ring, but still, it still has some value when the
Nah,
champion
The reason why it
puts
don't have
somebody
no
in
value to me
position.
is because WBC is
So when
a
you
bunch
say
of
he did
fucking crooks.
nothing, I mean, you're just a fucking idiot.
you
So
didn't
you
even
have to
Yeah,
sound
take
you know what
confident.
it is.
Oh
when
Y'all
you
man.
say
both,
he did nothing.
both of
You didn't
y'all
even
is nuts
sound.
on
You
each
didn't even
side of the
sound
spectrum.
confident when you said that shit,
He's
Mirage.
completely disavowing Benavidez, and you overhyping him. The answer's in the middle, buddy. He's done a little something, but more work to be done.
All right.
A whole lot more work.
No Mas Tomas
Yeah.
says Gabby Fundura crushing on Clavo's brows.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
All right, man.
No, you don't say hell yeah. That's real talk. He talking about. He's saying the big Gabby version.
I know he's talking about real talk, bro.
All right,
Bro, I
man.
told you got to keep that shit going, bro. You can't go against it. Just go with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like Mirage, go with it. When it comes to David's dick, go with it.
Hold on, we got one last one. Shout out to my brother JMA, man, for the support. Shout out to my brother No Mas Tomas, Goofy, Combat, Traffic, everybody that's supporting the channel. JMA says, so a 28-year-old fighter who stupidly lost his titles, I wanted to say titties, hasn't won something special since it has to be praised. Email champ, remember? Mirage?
What was that?
So he basically lost his titles in a stupid. He lost his titles in a
did.
stupid way
He
and got
fucked
an
up
email
when
belt
He
at
ate too
75.
much cookies. He missed weight.
he was
snitched
stupid when he was
yeah.
like 21 years old. Since then, he has made amends like a true professional. He's put himself. Imagine, see, it's the problem here. You guys would be talking totally different if Canelo would have given him that fight at 26 years old. Imagine if Canelo gave him that fight and he beat Canelo. You guys would be talking totally different.
Bro,
So
he
he
could
has
have
to,
fought
you need to be
Benavidez. He
given
could
the
have fought
chance.
Benavidez. He
The
didn't.
champ
Calm
needs
down.
to say, let's get in the ring. Floyd Mayweather, Canelo, let's fight. Cotto, Canelo, let's fight. They gave him Triple G. So
And
you need to look at that
to
as well.
co-sign Mirage a little bit on this. Canelo should have did fought him. He should have just fought the fucking guy.
I mean, Canelo would have
win or lose.
Agreed, but David was also in position to fight him when he was the mandatory, but he moved up in weight.
Look, I agree. Look, yes, Canelo should have fought him, but bro, again, David didn't fucking. Did he really deserve it? 10 years at 168, you didn't get not one champion. You waited until that little motherfucker had all the belts.
That
you
argument didn't
it.
deserve
Man,
it.
get the fuck out of here, bro. I get it. I would want to see it, but the thing was is that Canelo could do what the fuck he wants. I don't want to make money with you. Hey, that's it.
A
It is what it
champion,
is.
guess what? Newsflash. A champion who has the belts can't do what he wants. He's got obligations, motherfucker. Only a dick riding fanboy will say to your fighter,
wait a minute.
he
If he
can
has
do what he
obligations,
wants.
then why did the
No,
WBC
you
fucking
can't do what
mandate
you
it?
want, motherfucker. Drop
Then
the
why did the
belt.
fucking WBC mandate it, dumbass? If he could do what the
Where's
fuck,
your
if he
respect for
can't do
the
what he wants,
sport,
then how did the
Bravo?
WBC not
Where's your
mandate that fight a
respect
long
for
time
the
ago?
belts, the championships, to say something so dumb? He can just do what he wants.
He
No
did.
obligations,
Apparently he
no
did.
respect.
Apparently
You're a
he
fucking
did. He went
fanboy.
through the
Shut up.
He went all that time with the WBC and never had a fucking fight David for it. So apparently he could
Stop
do what he
trying to
wants.
turn it on
Dumbass.
David, man.
And now
Your
you mad about the
deflections are
shit.
pathetic.
And now you mad about the shit, bro. Stick your finger in your ass, bro. Cry elsewhere.
When you're a champion, you got obligations.
All
Any
right,
fighter.
All right, fellas. So we're gonna get out of here, man. Right before we do, I give final thoughts to everybody. Brim, I'm gonna let you go first, my brother. You're the Brim master of the panel. Go ahead, Brim. What's your final thoughts on anything we discussed today?
Final thoughts is we got some good fights coming down the pike. May the best man win for every one of these fights. May they be able to go home healthy to their families. And I just want to see all y'all face, and y'all going to explain to me how each fighter won the fight. And you know which one I'm going to be looking at y'all hard about. Because y'all going to have to talk to me when it's over and done. Because I done had a lot of abuse, and a lot of you motherfuckers are going to look stupid real soon. But at the end of the day, respect all the fighters. God bless you.
Remember, Brim, for the record, I'm pulling for Norman.
We all are. But Antonio, what's your final thoughts, Antonio?
My final thoughts. I'd like to say that Mirage has yet to answer my question from earlier. Why is David above Bivol and Better Beef? He can't break it down. Hopefully next time he can come up with something a little bit better.
That's a good point. Round one. What's your final thought, my brother?
My final thoughts is I can't wait to see this fight. You know, David's winning. I got David. It's going unanimous decision. But like I said, the Mexican Cookie Monster ain't gonna stop nobody.
Ooh. Mirage, what's your final thoughts on any topic we discussed today, my brother?
3 weeks to go until we witness greatness in the ring. 3 weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it. That's it. Carlos, what's your final
Fake
thought?
Make
main
it sound like
event
he's
too.
going to fight for undisputed. What the fuck?
Mirage, you know your guys in a fake ass main event.
Ready to go.
I really don't got any final thoughts. I just want to say thank you to the panel. Thank you IBFE for always having me here. It's always great to talk about boxing, especially I'm the youngest here, so it's always like always talk about boxing knowledge. Even if we have differences and shit like that, as long as we don't hold these fighters in their hand and protecting them and defending them, you know what I mean? That's what matters. Because if not, the boxing game's gonna change, and you got Dana White, Stupa, all this shit. Knowing that we can make great fights happen in today's game, so that's all I gotta say.
And my brother Nomas Thomas wanted me to read this when Mirage gonna stick a pipe in his kangaroo pussy. If I'm reading that right. And so shout out to Nomas Thomas, my brother. And then this brother said, IBFP, you're a clown. Thanks for the compliment, brother. And Real Talk Combat, what's your final thoughts, my brother?
No, I don't got any final thoughts, bro. I'm gonna say, if you're going trick or treating, bro, look both ways. Keep an eye out on your kids, and God bless.
And Real Talk is trick or treating is Gabby Fendora.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
I'm going shirtless.
Clavo, what's your final thoughts, my brother?
Look, man. Boxing, bro. It's a little hurting right now, bro. So we need to support our sport. We got a lot of good fights coming up, man. I can't wait for them. So we gonna be on the lookout for that. Then we can break those down. Mirage, eat a dick. IBFP, eat a dick. But I still love y'all, man.
and round 105 wanted me to say this so bad, Brim. So I'm gonna just put it up here because he keeps.
Yeah, men and women, anybody can get it. He just says that every episode. I said it for him, just for him.
Hey,
it's ABG. Anybody can get it. That's when he talk about fighting. But I know what he's saying.
Edgar Moreno, what's your final thought, my brother? And then I give mine.
Like to me, just like Clavo said, boxing is right now, and I said it before, it's like in a coma, bro. All we can do is hope for the best, and hopefully the young guns, step up and take the right fights and bring boxing to a good standing point. And for all them mofos in the chat saying I'm staying fake money, Nuke, if I come down to Texas with you with Clavo and Real Combat, I'll buy the first round.
That's real shit, man.
Yeah, salute, bro.
That's it, man.
I don't drink, but I'll be there.
Yeah, man. And shout out to everybody on the panel. Thanks for jumping on. I respect Mirage, Brim, Antonio, Clavo, Round One, Carlos, Real Talk, Edgar, everybody that jumps on the panel. We all brothers. And never forget logistics, bitch. We're out.
Yeah. Support.